McPherson. So glad you could be with us as we bring you a Gulls road broadcast for the first time. But you wouldn't know it's a road broadcast because more than 100 Gulls fans have flocked north from San Diego to watch their team take on the Ontario Reign. The Gulls are very hot right now. They've won 9 of their last 11 games, and with a victory tonight, they can move into second place in the Pacific Division. Andy Zilch and BJ McPherson will have the call from the booth. Let's join them now. Gentlemen.
Hi, everybody, and welcome inside the Citizens Business Bank Arena. I'm Andy Zilch with BJ McPherson. The team recently suffered a 6-2 loss to the Bakersfield Condors, BJ, but it ended an impressive 15-game point streak.
Well, hopefully they can do that same kind of streak. They're not going to get the outcome going from the basement all the way up to number 2. It was a great streak to have. Let's see what they start tonight.
The team lost a lot of key players in their last game, but you're able to get some back. Most importantly, the team point leader, Sam Carrick.
Well, having Sam Carrick in the locker room is a big thing. On the ice is another thing. He brings the dimension of killing penalties, power play, scoring goals. He's been the leader of the team. He doesn't wear the captaincy, but he is a team leader. In the locker room, it helps out young guys.
And also, in addition to that, you have Jeff Glass that's back in the lineup. He is the starting netminder here tonight. They're giving Kevin Boyle some rest.
Well, Boyle needs some rest. He's been out throughout this long streak. He's been the goalie. Glass has got to come up big for the team. On the road is big. Playing here in Ontario, always a big game.
The San Diego Gulls face off against the Ontario Reign. The rivalry is always a big one between these two teams. And the San Diego Gulls certainly have a lot of young players that are looking to get back in the lineup, back in the score sheet as well. We'll be back from the Citizens Business Bank Arena. Gulls hockey is presented by California Coast Credit Union, San Diego's oldest financial institution with over 25 branch locations, a shared branch network of 60 area locations, and 30,000 free ATMs nationwide.
United States national anthem, please welcome the Ontario Reign's very own Jennifer McLean.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, words so gallantly streaming, and the rocky trembling of bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer McLean.
We're back inside the Citizens Business Bank Arena, home of the Ontario Reign. It is the 7th of 12 meetings between these two hated teams against each other, the San Diego Gulls and the Ontario Reign. It's now time for our Honda 3 Keys to the Game, brought to you by your always sunny San Diego Honda dealers.
Well, number 1 for me after coming after that long win streak the Gulls have had, you got to go with number 1, and number 1's got to be get back on track. Got to get your team back into the nitty-gritty. Got to go hard-nosed. Number 2's got to be the forecheck. It goes with number 1, hard-nosed, hard forecheck. Pick up your paycheck, get your back check, and that went a little wrong there, but get your paycheck. And number 3 for the Gulls for me, I'm going to go off kilter a little bit. I'm going to go shots. Gulls got to get some shots. Last game only happened 16. Can't score unless you shoot the puck.
Jeff Glass, the starting netminder for the San Diego Gulls. He last started on December 22nd against the Ontario Reign. And that was a game where he allowed 5 on 31, but his last game period was December 29th at Bakersfield in that 3-2 victory. Cal Peterson, the starting netminder for the Ontario Reign, 4-7-3 record, 3.66 goals against average, 89.5 save percentage. The players are squared up at center ice. Sam Carrick ready for our Grossmont center ice face-off. It has been dropped and won by the veteran forward for San Diego. We're underway. Puck dumped into the offensive zone. It rolls to Peterson. He'll put his glove on it to hang on for a whistle, and much expected. A little shoving going on. Behind the net, Chaz Redicott policing the front of the crease, trying to make sure no white jerseys come in his direction.
Well, anytime there's pushing and shoving, numbers matter. But what happens here, when the puck gets dumped in deep, if your two defensemen go over the tops of the circles, face-off's going to come out. So your forwards got to fend for yourself there. Got to get a little 5-on-3 action.
Sam Carrick was the guilty party there, but you got to drive hard to the net. Leads the team with 20 goals and 37 points. Good to see number 25 back in the lineup. He wins the face-off back to Murphy, whose shot goes wide of the net. Rolled off to the near boards. Magna trying to hold it in. He'll guide it to the corner, but it's taken away by Mario. He'll swing it off to the far boards for Molson. Speaking of leading team in points, he's right there with 14 goals and 31 points for Ontario. Unable to get it out. It's back behind the Reign net. Luff will play it along the blue line and out. Puck carried up. Odd man rush for the Reign. Amadio to the far wing. They score. It's Molson. Will put the Reign on top, 1-0.
Well, Glass for the Gulls has not played in a while, and it's not the way you want to start a game. Not being able to play in a bunch of games, you wish a bunch hit him in the pads, taking a cup off the gloves. He comes in with a 2-on-1 as a prolific goal scorer. Matt Mollison, top shelf short side. Second hardest spot for a goalie to stop a shot. And again, he's looking to his left, thinking the pass is going to come across. Tough start for Glass.
37 seconds in, Molson continues his point streak to 5 games. He's had 6 goals now during that time span, included 8 points. And the puck gets chipped out of play. We'll have another face-off squared up at center ice. So he talked about it. Glass's last game period was December 29th at Bakersfield. He has played against Ontario. That was that game that featured 13 goals right here at the Citizens Business Bank Arena right before the holiday break.
Yeah, a lot better for him to have a couple of shots, hit him in the pads, maybe catch one, use the stick a little bit. Not the way you want to come out and have one coming down against you. Matt Mollison, again, he's an NHLer who scored enough goals. He comes down and he shows you why.
Ball's right back in the offensive zone. Steele with a shot, batted away to the far corner. First one on the puck is the Reign blue liner. Cleared away off to the near side. Leg will chip it along to McDermott. Out to center ice. It's worked in. Rempel, right wing side, shoots, and a glove save made by Glass. Second 2-on-1. The goal is given up already.
Well, not doing any favors there for Kloos right there. Kloos coming out in the ice now. His debut for the Gulls, but not helping out Glass.
Steele flipping on net, and it's stopped by Peterson. He'll hang on for a whistle. Here you go. Glass expecting it up high, and he denies this one.
Well, the good thing is he kind of gets caught there in a one-on-one. Glass is able to get his thoughts on the shooter. The 2-on-one's taken away. He makes a save there, but what it does, the Gulls have had 2-on-1s here, only 1:23 into the first period. The Gulls want to have a really good forecheck, but you got to have your thoughts with you and not gamble too much and have the 2-on-1 come back against you.
Well, Ripple, no one to sneeze at. He is one of the best rookies in the American Hockey League. Came into this game tied for 6th with 28 points amongst the first-year players. Sherwood will play it back in his own zone for Dotchin. Return to Sherwood behind the net. He'll play it off the near boards to Keaton Thompson, and he'll angle it out. 18:20 remaining of the first period. We're still in the young stages of this hockey game, and it's 1-0 Ontario. Dotchin from center drives it into the offensive zone. Peterson can't stop the rim. It's played to the near boards and a one-timer by Ben Street. Gets guarded away by Peterson. Puck cleared along the blue line, but not out. Dotchin able to hold it in. Street hacks it further along. And Strand able to jump on it. He'll play it out to center ice, and it's tipped in by Hare. Both teams resetting. Line changes for each. Trevor Murphy for the Gulls. He'll skate up ice. 3-game point streak for him. Rip it into the offensive zone. Peterson stopped the rim. The Gulls charge in hard after it. Puck's taken along the near wing. And Luke Gazdic will send it down low to the near corner. Return feed to Gazdic in the slot. He was wide open. Steele sent it to him, but a shot wide of the net. Gazdic will pick it back up at center ice. He'll work it back in with a shot tipped and out of play.
Well, Gulls doing a really good job on the cycle. Every team in the American Hockey League, along with the NHL, do this play. What it is you come up the boards and you play the puck back down. Watch for that player that puts it down to get into the slot. You watch here, a steal on the backhand, puts it on Luke Gadzic's stick. Look, you get those chances in the American Hockey League, you got to make them count. You don't get too many in any game. You get one or two, you got to get a better percentage than that. Luke Gadzik wishes he had that one back.
That's a tough break. It hit right off the heel of his stick and went wide of the net. Offensive zone face-off win. Cracknell with a shot wide of the net. Boy, he has been red hot as of late. A goal in each of his last 5 games. Puck cleared back down the ice, and after it is Josh Mahura. The young rookie for San Diego, just 20 years of age. He'll get to the center red line and dump it in. Luff won an icing call, but he won't get it. And Lintu Nuemi for the Ontario Reign behind his net, trapped off the puck, and Carrick sends it just wide of the net. Holzer adds another one from the blue line that's blocked. Amadio scoops it up atop the circle, and he'll skate it out. Amadio works it in over the line to Molson. He'll go to the wing. Luff picks it up on the left wing side. A low shot save. Rebound hits the bar. Puck still loose in the slot, and it's cleared away by Cracknell. That might be a delay of game penalty. We'll see if it tipped off his stick. It did.
Yeah, the referee's calling a little tip off the stick. I'll tell you right now, the Gulls have got their lucky stars to thank there, because I'll tell you what, here, watch the rebound and who it comes to. Matt Mollison. This is the guy we just talked about who scored the first goal. He doesn't miss many. And he's looking up to the rafters. Now he's looking down at the ice, wondering why that one didn't go in. And the big thing for the Gulls there were they were outnumbered in front of that net for that rebound. There wasn't a Gull player in sight. Gulls got to get their bearings back. You got to play defense first, especially on the road. Gulls are not even 4 minutes into this first period, and 3 odd man rushes. And that one there was another goal that Ontario Reign should have in the back of the net.
We got an icing call on the goals, and Molson already tallying one on tonight as he picks up his team leading 15th of the year. That came 37 seconds in. That was from Amadia and Redicop. Face-off will drop to the left of Glass. Goals netminder, 33 years of age. He's in his 14th pro year. This guy has been around, and certainly a wise vet to help out Kevin Boyle and make those two a good tandem. And Boyle helps out Glass. Goaltenders work together. Puck carried out to center ice. Jake Dotchin will dump it into the offensive zone. Clay gets to it first. They'll whip it around on the near boards for McDermott. That's a guy we'll talk on here in a little bit. He's playing up front again for the 3rd consecutive game. Worked in Rempel, back to Clegg, a one-timer. Glass with a shoulder save. And the puck carried out by Sherwood. They'll dish it off to Chase DeLeo on the left wing. DeLeo crosses over the blue line. Feed it behind the net to the goal line for Street. Street to the slot. Magna wrist shot blockered away by Peterson. Sherwood picks up the loose change. Sherwood all the way out to the blue line. Just over 4 gone here in period number 1. The Reign with a 1-0 lead. After the puck back in his own zone is Morrison, and the rookie will hack it out to the neutral zone. 2 players collide along center ice. We have the newcomer Klus that's trying to be aggressive, not only on the puck, but hey, on any Ontario Reign player that's within the vicinity. Morrison will work it into the San Diego zone. He'll drop it back to the blue line. Strand with a shot, gloved away by Glass, and he'll hang on for a whistle.
Hey, after that first goal, Glass has made 2 pretty good saves. The one just before this one, we're going to get another one here on this last one he just made. And what he does is he makes this one in traffic. That's a tougher save to make. You watch all the bodies in front. He's able to keep his eyes on the puck and get his glove there. The one just before that, he goes down into the butterfly, and one of the tougher ones for goalies is to stay high in the butterfly, and that's what he did.
Steele wins the face-off in his own zone. Corbani and Holzer will play it out. Eves with a body chuck, but can't get his man off the puck. It's cleared back into the San Diego zone. Holzer retrieves. They'll dish it back out to the neutral zone with 5 gone in period number 1. The Reign able to score 37 seconds in. That's been it so far on our score sheet. Steele breaks up a Reign rush, and it's hacked into the offensive zone. Sam Steele jumps around a check. He'll take it to the corner. All the way behind the net. He'll leave it loose out to the point. Holzer one-timer redirected and a pad save made. Peterson able to deny. Strand will play it off the far boards and out to center. Morrison caught up to in the neutral zone. Cole's trying to respond. Clues back in. A wrist shot turned away by Peterson to the corner. There gets bodied up by Ben Thompson. They'll make a pass backwards, and Strand will alleviate some pressure. They'll send it up to Morrison, who clears it out. Puck hit a player at Ontario, so that'll give us a halt in the action with 14:15 remaining in the first period.
Well, we're going to get a chance to watch this last play. And Corbinian Holzer, nothing on that puck. What the difference is, shots on goal compared to not shooting that puck. I don't care if it's 100 miles an hour or 20 miles an hour. He gets that shot. And Ben Thompson in front of that net, able to get a stick on it. That's the difference in shooting the puck and not shooting the puck. Gulls need to shoot the puck a lot more. Last game showed it. They didn't get 20 shots on goal. They didn't get the win.
Keaton Thompson with it in the neutral zone. They'll send it back to Dotchin. Forecheck coming hard. Amadio forces a turnover. Puck played in front. Love redirects, but just wide of the net. Olsen on the far hash mark. So send it around to Amadio. Amadio behind the net. Tried to center, but Dotchin's there to break it up. Can't clear. Bluff from the corner again. They'll go out to the point for Redicott. To the high circle. Molson with a drive wide of the net. Too many bodies in front. Roy will step up. The offensive defenseman will send it back behind the net. Bluff working against Keaton Thompson. Driven loose. Molson a drive. And a save made by Glass. Cracknell plays it to the boards for Barry, and he'll send it out. Fired right back in. 13:27 remaining in the first period. The Gulls looking to respond here on this next shift. Thompson will play it to the far wing for Street. Tipped in by Chase DeLeo. And he'll skate in after it. Bluff driven away to the far boards, and McDermott will play it out. McDermott again playing up front for his third straight game. This is an interesting one, BJ, as they're trying to give the once perennial defenseman a look up front.
Well, what they're doing is they're giving him an option to make the NHL again. It's not working for them in their organization for him to play defense, but they're giving him an opportunity to go on the forward side. And again, for his style, it's not easy. He's a bit of a policeman out there. A bit, that's an understatement.
McDermott will dump it in. Magno works it up ice to Street. He'll play it to DeLeo. He'll try the corner, dumping the puck into the offensive zone. Kiefer Sherwood going in after it. He's beat out to the puck. It's cleared away by Lintu Nuemi. Rempel will lob it into the goal zone. Glove down by Holzer. Long stretch pass tipped in by Eves. No, they say he won't get a stick on it. The inside ref waves it off. The outside ref had his hand up for an icing call. But we'll continue on with play here. Puck nudged back to the corner, hacked around to the near side. I'll tell you one thing I'm noticing here is no sustained pressure, BJ, from the Gulls offense.
Well, they're sitting back a little bit. They've changed it up a little bit. The Gulls have normally been an offensive team with pressure. They're on the road now. You know, it's changed from the win streak. They've changed their system a touch.
Rempel back in his own zone will play it to Lintu Nuemi. Passed up to the right wing side. Bauman will carry it in. Dump it in after getting a check from Mahura. Cracknell back behind his own net. He'll feed it up to the far boards for Klus. Along to Carrick. The team point leader trying to chase off a player off his puck possession. He'll work it back. Dotchin will carry it over to the boards. Send it behind the net. Broken up by Roy. Dotchin again on it. He'll play it backwards to Carrick. He'll step in from the blue line to the slot. Drop it back to Benoit. To the point for Dotchin. A wrist shot. Scores! Jake Dotchin! Gets San Diego even at one against the Reign, and he'll go over to the huddle of San Diego fans and salute them to tie this one up.
Hey, look at those San Diego fans over there, and Jake Dotchin goes right over after the goal. You gotta like that. How does the goal get started? Starts with one guy, Sam Carrick. Goes a little bit before that, but Sam Carrick gets into the play, taking a shot through all that traffic. It's called a seeing eye goal, and the goalie was not able to see it until the last minute, but again, it starts with Sam Carrick, the leader of this hockey team.
Dotchin with back-to-back games with a goal, and Benoit gets the main helper on that one. Benoit skating in his 38th game with the Gulls, all 38. He is the lone Ironman for this hockey club. The Reign win the face-off. It's dumped in. Street back behind his own net. He'll leave it for Benoit. But intercepted on the forecheck by Morrison. He tried to center. It's intercepted. And boy, like a bullet coming out of the gun, Street will work it up ice. The pass work is broken up, and Sutter will return it back into the San Diego zone. His pass to the slot, negated on the back check by Sherwood, regained. Sutter tried a shot but ran into his own player. Sherwood will go one-on-one on Clay. He'll leave it. DeLeo shoots, and a save made by Peterson. Sherwood back on the puck behind the net. He'll play to Megna. His shot missing wide of the net. Centering feed rejected to the boards. Sutter tries to lob it out, can't, held in. And Street will punch it back down low. Goals to the bench on a line change. Murphy holds it in. He'll let a wrist shot go, that's blocked. Almost to the 10-minute mark here in period number 1. We're all knotted up at 1 apiece. Sherwood will play it down low to the hash marks. All the way out to the blue line is Steele. He'll keep it alive. Fluttered it towards the net, but it's blocked in front. Eves will reverse to the blue line. Murphy down to Megna. Megna to the corner. Angled it off the boards. Cluse will return it back out to the point for Megna. His shot blocked. Morrison plays it in between his legs and out to center ice. Steele intercepts the play. They'll move it across the line to Eves. Goals trying to catch the line change. Cluse centered it. Steele couldn't punch it home. He had it on the back door, but a body got in his way to put it in the back of the net. Mahura at his own blue line. He'll carry it back in, protecting the puck. Tried to feed it over to the wall, but broken up, and the puck carried out by Luff. They'll feed it along to Amadio over the line, and that's an offside whistle. 9:27 remaining of the first period. It's a 1-1 game, and Jake Dotchin's able to score his second of the year. We're back at the Citizens Business Bank Arena, 1-1 game, 9:27 remaining here in our first period. When the goals score 3 or more, you receive 1 free pizza when you purchase a regular menu price pizza at papajohns.com using promo code GOALSBOGO. B-O-G-O. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. And I'll tell you what, the last 3 games versus Ontario, the Goals have been able to score 4 or more. Maybe they can keep that going and the fans can enjoy some pizza tomorrow. Cracknell from his own zone. Will dump it off the boards and into the offensive zone right in front of the Ontario bench, but quickly hacked along the blue line. Keith Thompson able to hold it in. They'll drop it back down low behind the net. Worked out to the boards for Molson. He'll reverse once more. And Lintu Noemi, the 4th-year pro out of the OHL, will send it to Luff, who just got reassigned from LA today. Will clear it away. Puck carried right back into the Ontario zone. An offside whistle on the goals. BJ, I don't know, maybe after the 4-minute mark, I don't think we've seen a good scoring chance or shot on goal from Ontario.
No, I think the Gulls are showing. I think they've got the more talented team on the ice, and you're right. After that first goal by the Ontario Reign, the Gulls have really clamped down. We can look at the ice. We're so far up here. The white snow down in Ontario zone. The Gulls zone still looks nice and fresh, like it was just ambonied. The problem is the Gulls got to keep this alive for another 48 minutes.
8.5 remains of the first period in this 1-1 game. Ben Street on the far boards. They'll work it down low to DeLeo. Shoots and a save is made. Rebound hits off the side of the net, and Peterson will throw his glove on it and hang on. Still a 1-1 game. Just over 8 remaining in this first period.
I'm going to continue to fight until somebody hears her voice.
New words from Rebecca Zahau's sister.
It's a story you'll see only here on Fox 5 News.
Never before heard details of the case and the one simple request from her family. Wednesday on the Fox 5 News at 6.
Right now at Jerome's, check out our extra large Tacoma with pocketed springs and gel-infused memory foam in the seats, just $4.94.
Or the reclining Domino with pocketed springs and gel-infused memory foam in the seats, plus a drop-down drink tray, also just $4.94.
We're always talking about Jerry's price. That's Jerome's guaranteed lowest price every day.
But what people may not know is that Jerome's has 0% financing for 24 months, and that's every day. So you get Jerry's price and 0% financing.
Why would you shop anywhere else?
The 2018 Ford Explorer was built for San Diego, with everything you want built in. Want an effortless parking experience? It's in there. Want tech worth talking about and talking to? Yep, it's in there. Want safety, reliability, and fuel economy? All in there. And for anything not already in the Explorer, there's plenty of room to bring it along. Now get Explorer with $5,000 total cash, or get 0 for $60 plus $1,500 bonus cash. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers.
The best part of the day starts with the Fox 5 Morning News. Make your mornings great. Make your mornings so San Diego.
Take advantage of another $2 Bud Light night on February 1st when the Gulls play the Reign at 7 p.m. Purchase your tickets now at sandiegogulls.com/tickets or call 844-GO-GULLS. Puck worked in, Ace Samant, a shot wide in the net. Taken behind the San Diego cage. Bauman will drop it back to the blue line. Roy stepped into one, but a shot blocked to the boards. Gazdic skates it behind the net. They'll angle it off the near wall out to center ice. This line compiling of Carrick, Ben Thompson, Luke Gazdic. The Gulls skating with 7 defensemen tonight. Gazdic to Thompson. He tried to connect it in front to Carrick, but rejected. And the puck skated out to center ice. Nice little weave in there by Nikita Sherbak. The former Montreal Canadian tried to drop it back to Sutter, but broken off the puck. Nikita Sherbak, that's an offside by a mile. He'll catch the pass. He was coached by Sylvain Lefebvre for 2 straight years. Montreal Canadiens AHL team.
Well, he did a good job there in the neutral zone, because what the Gulls are doing in the neutral zone, they're really clamping down. They're not allowing Ontario to have all this speed. Remember, in the neutral zone, if you get speed by the time you get to the blue line, it's tough on your defense. Tonight's game so far, the Gulls are doing a good job of clogging up that neutral zone, making it a lot easier on their D.
Sherbak was claimed by the Kings. That was back on December 2nd, reassigned on January 7th. He's a guy you got to keep your eye out for, but he's dropped in this Ontario lineup quickly. He's only been able to put up 1.5 games, which is uncharacteristic for a guy who put up 30 last year in 26 AHL games. Puck dumped into the Ontario zone. Peterson comes out. He'll try to clear it off the boards, but can't. Held in. Street to Mahura. Now to Eves, left for Clues, so carry it down low, center it, and somehow Peterson keeps it out. There was 2 white jerseys hovering right along the blue paint, but it's still a 1-1 score.
Well, it was the cycle again, the opposite side. The Gulls been doing a good job on the cycle. This time the cycle went the opposite time. Clues picks it up on the loose play. You watch him here as he comes down the boards. Instead of going around the net as he picks it up right now, instead of going around the net, he puts it in the traffic. Smart putting it in the traffic when you've got numbers. And at that time, the Gulls had numbers. 6:54 still to go here in the first period.
Face-off will drop to the right of the Waterloo, Iowa native. Won by the Reign. Vincent Uemi on a tape-to-tape pass to Luff. He'll dump it in, rimmed off to the right of Jeff Glass. Luff picks it up in the high slot, sends it wide of the net. Puck resting on top of the cage, poked back to the slot, but rejected away by Ben Street, and he'll feed it up to DeLeo. He'll trade it off to the right wing side. Kiefer Sherwood's pass is knocked away and cleared out to center ice. DeLeo picks it back up, he'll feed it to Benoit, and he'll fire it back into the offensive zone. It bounces right in front of the crease, and Peterson will jump on it and hang on for a whistle. 6:19 left.
Well, you want to dump the puck in. You either want to go cross corner or you want to rim it really hard. Putting it off the end boards and right in front of the goaltender. For him to freeze it, Peterson wants to do that. Your line's out there on the ice. You don't give yourself any second chances. You got to make better choices if you're Simone Benoit of dumping that puck in for the Gulls.
Referees and linesmen tonight: Brandon Schrader wearing 46, and Michael Duco 82. Those are the 2 refs. Jan McNulty wearing 24, and James Parker 62 as the linesman. Derek wins the face-off straight back. Adam Cracknell has to retrieve it at center ice. He'll dump it back into the far corner. Barry hustling it after it. Redekop will track it on over to the boards. Can't get it out, held in by Magna. Barry catches a pass on the left circle. He'll put it to the net and a save made. Peterson snares it and hangs on. From the Citizens Business Bank Arena, we'll step aside and take a break. Still a 1-1 game. We welcome you back to the Citizens Business Bank Arena. Murphy with a shot on net. Garnered away. He'll get it again. Murphy, a high shot save. Big rebound in front. Chase DeLeo couldn't get a shot. It's taken off the boards, though, by Ben Thompson. He'll send it down low to Gazdic. Back to Ben Thompson, and a shot gets tipped out of play to give us a halt in the play. Well, you had a 6-2 loss on Saturday, but you know what? You can't discredit this team. The AHL's longest 15-game point streak of the season.
Oh, the greatest thing about the point streak for my eyes is 16-5 in the third period. Goals for, goals against. You go on that kind of a streak, only giving up 5 goals in the third period, geez, that streak's going to go a lot longer, and it's going to start again tonight.
And there is still a streak that's going on for the Gulls, and that's a 9-game road point streak, going 6-0-3 during that time span. Face-off win by the Gulls. Mahura at the point. They'll send it behind the net for Steele, but he's bodied up by Strand. It's left in the corner for Cluse. Cluse trying to punch it back to the blue line, instead rejected, but Steele's there to keep it alive in the offensive zone. He'll go behind the net for Eves. He draws a penalty. Eves drops it back to the point for Mahura. They'll send it behind the net for Cluse. It jumps over his stick. That's a good no play there by Corbinian Holzer. He lets it go. So the Gulls have possession in the neutral zone. The net is empty for the extra attacker. Mahura will leave it for Steele. Right back to Mahura. They'll charge through center ice. Around one poke check. Bring it in over the line and feed it to Eves. He steps into a slap shot, but wide of the net. Steele catches it off the boards. Trying to go to the slot. Maillet breaks it up. No reason for a shot there from Maillet, but you'll have a holding call on the Reign.
Well, we're going to get to see the penalty here. What it is, again, the Gulls doing a great job on the cycle, playing the puck around the boards. They've been dominating so far 15 minutes into this first period. Eves again. The problem with it, only one hand on your stick. You're going to look back and say, why is that a penalty? You take one hand off your stick, the ref's going to call you every time now in pro hockey.
Well, it's the JMG power play for San Diego. They're tied for 10th in the league with a 20.1%. Ontario's penalty kill 23rd in the league, or right about an 80%. They'll have the Gulls centerman Sam Carrick take the draw, leading all active players with 5 power play goals. However, a face-off win by the Reign, and it's cleared down the ice.
Well, myself and Andy have talked about the power play. Power play for the Gulls. Coach Dallas Eakins wants speed. You want to be moving with that puck. Last game for the Gulls, a lot of guys standing still. It's not going to score you goals. The Gulls have to have speed.
Already 23 seconds gone. The Gulls rush up ice, broken away. Roy steps into a slap shot and a save by Glass. A shorthanded pin, another one. Glass makes 2 saves. Unbelievable stop in front. Not once, but Amadio, who is waiting at the blue paint for a rebound, and Glass turns them all aside.
We're going to get to see on the replay here what it is. You got to get the puck to be on the power play and watch the 5 Gulls players. Everybody's looking around for somebody else to do something with the puck. But it's the Ontario Reign players going on the offense. Again, I talk about power plays. It doesn't matter if you just get one. It doesn't mean you're going to get a goal. You still got to work harder than the 4 guys on the ice. In that shift, the Gulls were not doing that.
The Gulls have been pretty good so far in the season series against Ontario. Scoring 9 on 38 chances, good for about a 24%. Adam Cracknell in the offensive zone. He tried to work it back to the point, but it's broken up and cleared. And Luff will charge in on Glass, but he'll come out of his net to make a safe pass to Cluse. He'll go back behind the net for Murphy. Cluse, just in case you're curious, 7 power play points in 34 games with the Iowa Wild this year. Work it to Murphy, over the line to Steele, and an offside whistle on San Diego. Only 45 seconds remain of this power play. The Gulls are 3-0 on shots.
Yeah, they're definitely not getting their timing right now. You got guys blowing the zone before the puck comes out. Again, power plays timing. Cluse just first game with the team. He's trying to get his bearings going. Again, on the power play, you still got to work a lot harder than the 4 guys killing. It's easy to kill a penalty. All you got to do is work hard, take away time and space. Power play, everybody's got to get on the same page.
Cluse, 25 years of age, a second-year pro out of University of Minnesota. He was a captain there for 2 straight years in his junior and senior year. Gulls pin back on their own goal line. Street to Mahura. To the far boards, it's carried in by Carrick. He'll go all the way down low to the corner and work it back out to the point. Kiefer Sherwood at the left point, trades it to the right point for Mahura. He'll go straight away. Play to the circle with Street, a shot tipped and out of play. I think that caught the glove of Peterson to give us a halt with just 10 left of the JMG power play.
Hey, a shot's a shot. Maher is the one that starts it, comes to the center ice and push it back to the side. Ben Street gets it. He knows the best option is to take that shot. You'd like to have more players in front of that net. Off to the side of the net, your stick's only about an inch wide. Hard to screen a goalie, waving that thing in front of them. Get your body in front of that goalie.
The rookie steal on the face-off. Lost the draw, and it's cleared towards the, oh, there it is. I was actually fooled because Maher was going back in his own zone, but a shot by Klus denied by Peterson. Well, where did the puck end up there?
Well, I was just going to start saying there, my partner Andy loses the puck. I'm down at one end. He's talking another, but he's right. The Gulls defenseman blew the zone, thinking that puck was going to be out. The Gulls have got a good forecheck going, and they were able to stop that puck from getting out. Got a good scoring chance again. Again, 2:46 to go in this first period. It's tied up one apiece, but the Gulls are the team that have had the more offensive plays. Shots don't really show it that way. 13-11. Gulls have had better scoring chances.
Cracknell drops it back to the blue line. Holes are now to Maher. Maher at the left point will guide it to the corner. Barry trapped up against the boards on the corner. He'll get it free for Carrick, but his centering feed intercepted, and Molson will hack it out. Carrick bats it out of midair. Almost gave Clegg a leading pass, but it was batted down by a high stick and touched by Maher to halt our action with 2:24 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, either a glove pass or a high stick pass. The Gulls were the ones that touched the puck. It's a good play. The Gulls get to make a line change. Puck still deep in their own zone, but no worries to the Gulls.
Face-off will drop to the left of Glass. Has not started or played in the last 9 games. And certainly settled in. I see a stop 10 of 10, make that 11 of 11 on that shot by Clegg from the point. And of course that first one went behind him, but you know what? Let's get past that.
Yeah, it's a tough one to make. Your first shot in a long time getting in the pipes. Having a guy like Matt Mollison, a guy that scored hundreds of goals in the NHL, come down on you.
So he has made 11 consecutive stops. And Chase DeLeo knocks the loose puck out to center ice, all the way back into the Ontario zone it goes. Zamirski tries to get it out for Ontario. Can't do so, a skipping puck, but Murphy's still able to hold it in. Puck battle worked away by the goals. It's back to Murphy again at the point. His shot blocked. He'll keep it in a second time. Kiefer Sherwood engaged in the high slot, but a shot by Murphy off the boards, denied by the netminder Peterson, and he'll hang on for a whistle.
Well, that last shot comes in, and just before that, Kiefer Sherwood wasn't too happy in front of that net. He takes a little bit of a swipe, but there it is. You see all the men there. Kiefer Sherwood throws the two-hander. Murphy comes in. Murphy's an offensive defenseman. The Gulls were able to get from Arizona, and since he's been here, he's fit in really nicely. See Kiefer Sherwood not looking too happy on the bench there. Watch for his next shift to come out there and maybe make amends for it.
Yeah, he got hauled down. You could have called it either way. I was actually surprised the retaliation call didn't get whistled, so the Gulls get away with one there. We're still 5-on-5, 1-1 game, with about 100 seconds remaining. Of course, we're in our first stanza between the Reign and the Gulls. Glad you're with us here on Fox 5. Sutter works it in over the line to Morrison. He'll play it to Hare. He'll curl back to the boards and send it across the ice. Lintunuami tried a one-touch pass, but Strand not able to catch it. Puck fired back into the goal zone. Glass leaves it. Dotchin, who's got Morrison behind him. He'll feed it to Keaton Thompson, who drives it in from the center red line. Peterson makes the stop. He'll get it to the corner. Barry trying to get it loose. He and Cracknell fighting for the puck. Cracknell comes away with it. He'll play it back to the blue line for Mahura. A high shot wide of the net, picked up behind the cage by Cracknell. He'll carry it all the way out to the blue line and cycle. It's Barry on a pass. Drops it down low to the corner for Carrick. He'll send it around to the near side. Adam Cracknell back on it again. He and Amadio battle for it. 40 left. Amadio hacks it loose, and he'll play it away to Roy, who also gets a penalty drawn. Morrison sidesteps 3 different Gulls players, and he'll send it backwards. 27 left of the period. The net is empty for the Reign on the delayed penalty. Boy steps all the way back behind his net. He'll play it off to the boards. Hare tried to force a pass. It's touched by Barry, and we'll have a penalty kill here coming for San Diego.
Well, it's 200 feet away from the goaltender of the Gulls glass. I could have swore that one was going to go against Ontario, but what it was behind the net there. Cracknell, as he's fighting one-on-one, watch that stick like I talked about. You don't have 2 hands on your stick. Chances are you're going to do something illegal. Have a penalty called holding behind the other team's net. That's a tough one, but since Adam Cracknell has been here, he's only been doing good for the Gulls. So watch for the team to kill this as a team kill.
Gulls penalty kill, 25th in the league, 79.2%. The Ontario power play 13th in the league with a 20%. Gulls win the face-off. And that will pretty much do it here as Corbinian Holzer breaks up a play across the Gulls blue line. He'll take it all the way to the corner to run out the clock in the first period. Well, we skated through the first 20 minutes, a 1-1 score. Molson got Ontario on the board first, but since then, Jeff Glass has been pretty outstanding in that.
Glass has been in there doing really well. If you were sitting behind him, you've had a lot of shots saved because he's making them. Gulls have come out after that 1 goal against them. Played really well. Shots on goal 14-12 for the Gulls. I think 4 were for Ontario on that penalty kill when they got him point blank. Other than that, I think the Gulls have really controlled this first period.
I'll tell you what, it'll be interesting to see how the tone is set for the second period. The penalty kill is certainly going to be a big point of that one.
Oh, I like when you come out killing a penalty to start a period. Like I talked about, 4 guys going out there. They're going to kill the penalty. They're going to get the momentum back in the Gulls' favor.
So we're going to have Jake Dotchin here in just a moment. He's able to pick up goals in back-to-back games. He was the one who tallied the goal for San Diego. We'll have 142 of a penalty kill, too, when we get back for the second period. And Jake Dotchin, he'll be responsible for that penalty kill. He's a guy who's going to be able to play both sides of the ice for San Diego here. He scores the goal, and he is certainly a key contributor on the penalty kill for San Diego. AJ Mandariccio downstairs with the guy we're just talking about, Jake Dotchin. AJ, take it away.
Thanks, Andy. Jake, goals in consecutive games for you. What's been the key offensively for you since coming back down to San Diego?
I don't know. I'm just trying to support the play, get my shots through, and, last game I got a lucky bounce, and tonight I found the lane, and just keep putting them on net if they're going to go in for me.
We saw you guys were able to grab the momentum there in that first period, but you take a late penalty. What do you have to do to kill that off and keep that momentum going in the middle frame?
I think the biggest thing is to kill it off. We got to put our bodies on the line, and this group's been playing like a team a lot lately, and I think it showed with the streak we went on there. But kill the penalty, grab the momentum back, and go from there.
Thanks, Jake. Good luck in the second period. Andy, back to you.
Thanks a lot, AJ. A 1-1 game between the 2 Pacific Division teams, meeting number 7 of 12. Between these 2 squads. We're even through the first 20 minutes. We'll have more intermission content coming your way next.
The Gulls and Ontario Reign are tied at 1 after 1 period of play, and we want to wish a congratulations to Gulls right winger Troy Terry for getting selected as a 2019 AHL All-Star. You can tune into the NHL Network for the skills competition on January 27th at 4 o'clock and the AHL All-Star Challenge on January 28th at 4 o'clock. For more information, visit theahl.com. Troy Hirsch alongside BJ McPherson, and BJ Troy Terry recently called up with the Ducks. He started up there with them, came down and played with the Gulls and played lights out, and now he's back up with the Ducks, and he scored his first goal with the Ducks.
Well, he not only scored his first goal, got an assist in that game, so it's a 2-point game. Here's a player who's leading the American Hockey League as a rookie in scoring. Didn't start here in the American Hockey League, but believe me, Troy Terry's one of those guys you're going to see play a good 12 years in the NHL as a veteran. The skill he's got, you don't teach it, you're born with it.
And he led the team with 37 points and scored a bunch of goals here right off the bat when he joined the Gulls. As for the Gulls now, they're tied with the Ontario Reign at 1 apiece without Troy Terry in the lineup, without Max Jones, who's also up with the Ducks. They started off a little bit slow and shaky, but they turned it on there in the middle of the first period.
Well, the big thing is having Sam Carrick. He's the team leader back in action tonight. The Gulls on the forecheck have been doing well. A little bit of pinching, which means they're gambling a little bit. Comes back on glass. who hasn't played in weeks, comes back and takes a tough shot right away. Other than that, the Gulls really dominated the first period, doing a good job on the cycle. Watch for the Gulls to keep that going in the second period.
And Glass faced some tough shots there late in the first period, and they came up strong, which was good. The Gulls and Rain are tied at 1, and when we come back, we'll talk about the Gulls reading with kids as they reach out to the community. We'll be back in just a moment. A sunny day at Citizens Business Bank Arena in Ontario, and the Gulls and Rain are tied at 1 after one period of play. And earlier this week, the Gulls continued to reach out to the community as a couple of players opened some books and took out their sticks to show how reading and hockey can go together.
I'm Emily Harlan here at Sandburg Elementary, where the San Diego Gulls are hosting their 2019 Reading is the Goal kickoff event.
So this year we hosted our Reading is the Goal kickoff at Sandburg Elementary. This program is offered to all all schools to fourth grade classrooms in the greater San Diego area. So as you might imagine, we started small initially and now have grown the program. We're now in over 42 classrooms, which is really exciting for us this year, and we'll hope to grow more next year. Yeah, so we hope that they're taking this program as an opportunity to not only read more often, but to fall in love with reading and to understand that reading is important not only now, but for their future and their education. And we hope that we can help incentivize it by providing those free goodies to the teachers to be able to provide those students that are participating.
If that stick should vanish, he'd be really mad. But I didn't care. I'd made my decision. I knew what to do. I now had a mission.
Well, hopefully it's a cool experience for them. I mean, growing up, even in Canada, we didn't have anything like this, any reading programs, so hopefully it's something they remember, and we got them involved a little bit. They got to read, they got to play hockey, so I'm hoping they had a good time, and I'm hoping one of the classes puts together a lot of books so we can come back here again.
They've been so excited. The kids don't really have ice and ice skating and all that, so they've been very excited about this. And they've been doing some research about hockey and learning a little bit about hockey, and they're all fired up about it. You see what they're, and it's kind of like soccer, so they kind of know a little bit about that, but they're really fired up about it. They're very excited about taking, the reading log home, and their parents have to sign it, so I'm getting a lot of good feedback from the parents that the kids are reading more at home, and they're very specific about how many minutes that they've read, and they're talking to their kids about the reading. So it's been huge. I'm very pleased with it, and we've only been doing it for a week now since we came back, and so far it's been great.
I think in the one classroom, not a whole lot of people knew who Wayne Gretzky was, so I think that kind of surprised us. But they were awesome and great listeners, so it was a lot of fun.
That's a wrap for Reading is the Goal here at Sandburg Elementary. For more information on the San Diego Gulls and their community involvement, visit sandiegogulls.com/reading.
And the Gulls and Ontario Reign tied at 1. Jake Dotchin got the equalizer midway through the first period. We'll have first period highlights and the second period when we come back.
We're back at the Citizens Business Bank Arena. San Diego Gulls and Ontario Reign tied at 1. We're going to go downstairs. AJ Mandariccio with Brett Ferguson, the assistant coach.
Thank you very much, Andy. Brett, you've got that big penalty kill coming out here to start the second period. What do you have to do to make sure you keep Ontario off the board?
Yeah, we got to first get that draw right away, send it down 200 feet, disrupt them up the ice, and eliminate their scoring chances around that net.
Perfect. Good luck, Coach. Andy, back to you.
Thanks a lot, AJ. We got our highlights in period number 1. It's a 1-1 game, and it started off not in the favor of San Diego.
Well, Ontario comes all the way down the ice in that 2-on-1. You get Matt Mollison, a prolific goal scorer in the NHL. He takes that shot, puts it high on the blocker side. Early in the game for the Gulls there, give Glass a little bit of a cushion there. And there's the second one there. You look at Mollison again. I talk about his scoring ability. Helps the Gulls. Sam Carrick, you watch him there, keeps the puck inside. Jake Dotchin, it doesn't matter how hard you put it at the net, and he talked about it in between periods, getting it through lanes and getting it to the net. Jake Dotchin, he's the new goal scorer for the Gulls.
So here you go. You face-off wins are pretty even, scoring chances pretty even, shots pretty even. But BJ, we talked about this. Look at that shots on goal for San Diego. A lot better than last game.
Well, it is a lot better. In 14-12, it looks like an even period. The Gulls, I would say, were 70-30, meaning they were the better team in that first period. I know it's 14-12 in shots. A good 3 or 4 shots became on one chance. Penalty killing for Ontario. Gulls were the better team in that first period. They're the team with the more upside. They've got the better quality player, I believe. Watch for them here in this second period to get the lead.
The San Diego Gulls wearing the white uniforms. They'll travel from right to left. And again, this penalty kill going to be a big way to set the tone here for period number 2. They'll have Holzer that'll start off with DeLeo, Steele, and Megna. Your go-to penalty killer guys. And you know what? One thing about San Diego, they don't really have 1 or 2 go-to guys. You got about 3 different lines that Dallas Eakins can roll.
No, you're right. And I think starting off a period, killing a penalty is better than being on the power play. No, that sounds weird, but it gets the momentum better for your team.
It's now time for our Grossmont center ice face-off. Steele will take the draw against Amadio. Amadio, a guy that's been back and forth between the NHL and the AHL. And Steele started the year in the NHL. Looking to get right back. And we're spending some time here with the San Diego Gulls. The face-off controlled by the Reign, but their offensive rush into the goal zone was denied by Jacob Megna. It's cleared, and here you go. Rolling 2 different forwards out. Sherwood and Street now. Amadio tried to break it over the line, denied by Megna. Luff will go to the wing for Clegg. Molson, cross-ice feed to Amadio on the corner. He's worked off the puck. Holzer will fire it around to the near boards. Clegg able to hold it in. His pass broken up. Sherwood almost got it to Street, but he'll take it in. Sherwood, wrist shot, save is made, and it's tapped to the corner. Street and Clegg battle for it. Roy jumps in as well. He'll strip it free, and it's carried out.
Well, the Gulls doing a great job, but it's coming back in their way again. The Gulls on the PK doing a way better job.
Almost a shorthanded breakaway for Chase DeLeo, but a pass behind him. How about this individual effort here for Sherwood after a pass got broken up?
Well, the big thing with Kiefer Sherwood here, if you watch, what he wants to do is he wants to make the pass. He takes the shot, which is the smart play to do. The play got kind of let up there in the neutral zone. Sherwood had a lot more speed. The puck got kind of bobbled on him. Street sitting beside him there. He was waiting to go. Both these guys been up with the Ducks, so they got a lot of familiarity.
Sherwood 46 games with Anaheim this year, picking up 5 goals and 5 assists. Puck dumped into the San Diego zone and sent down the ice by Sam Steele. 33 left in the kill. 1-1 hockey game. Talk about it, BJ, the momentum certainly favoring San Diego. Lintu Nuemi works it in. Couldn't sidestep a poke check, a dodge it, and it's cleared back down the ice. Maybe one last rush for Ontario. Peterson will play it out of his net to Lintu Nuemi. The right wing boards. Rempel carries it in. He's bodied up by Street. He can't clear it. It gets held in. Pushed back to the blue line. Lintu Nuemi with a drive. Blocked in front. And back to even strength. Adam Cracknell right out of the box. He'll catch a pass. Breakaway. Scores! Adam Cracknell makes it a 2-1 game. 6 consecutive games with the goal for number 27.
Well, we talked about it before they dropped the puck for the second period. It's tough to start a period on the power play. It's a lot easier killing the penalty. I think the Gulls already had a good 3 shots on the penalty kill. Adam Cracknell comes out. He's able to take the long lead pass. Smart thing about Adam Cracknell, he's one of those guys. He'll shoot it from the top of the circle between the 5-hole. Adam Cracknell, since he's been here with the Gulls, he's with Sam Carrick. He's a team leader.
Adam Cracknell picking up his 10th of the year, 7th with San Diego. And again, just absolutely on fire. 1 goal in each of his last 6, and now another chance for San Diego. Peterson denied. He actually gets bumped a little bit out of his crease.
Well, again, Cracknell picking up the drop pass from Sam Carrick. Sam Carrick leading this team in scoring. You think he's going to want to hold that? He doesn't want to hold it. He's going to get over the blue line, and he's going to help his team out. We're going to watch here on the replay. Here he goes again. He's going to get over. He's going to take that shot. Sam Carrick right at the side of the net. Adam Cracknell taking a lot of high percentage shots. His shots don't miss the net. When I talk about high percentage, you don't miss the net, chances are you're going to score.
Face off on the far circle, won by the Gulls. Murphy carries it to the boards. He'll play to the corner for Carrick. Out to the point. Magna, big drive. And the save is made by Peterson. He looked uncomfortable on that save. A lot of traffic in front. If you get in his kitchen, you can start really getting some through. Another shot denied by the pad of Peterson. Barry from the corner. They'll work it behind the net for Cracknell. They'll play it out to the blue line. Magna now to Murphy. They'll put it off the inboards to the far post. Bluff able to jump on it and clear it out. 17:23 remaining of the second period. It's a 2-1 San Diego lead with an even strength tally from Adam Cracknell here in this period. Puck worked in over the line. Sutter played it in front. A redirect and a save made by Glass. He got the blocker on. The last second play there for Morrison. And Glass well aware of it. Here from his own zone will play to Strand. The defenseman will move it up the length to Noemi. Now to Sutter. Broken up by Klus. It's taken right back though by Sutter. The veteran forward will push it back to the blue line. Broken up. Justin Klus will race through center. He'll play it over the line to Steele. Trying to go to the far boards for ease. Instead, he'll pick it off the wall and send it behind the net for Klus. Out to the point for Keaton Thompson. His drive is denied. Blocked away off the shin pad of Morrison and back into the San Diego zone. Long line changes here in period number 2, and Ontario trying to take advantage of that for the time being. Air pushes it into the San Diego zone, but negated by Steele. They'll get it to DeLeo. They'll lob it in on net. Peterson gloves it down and plays it behind the net. Wizimierski off the near boards. All the way down the ice. It slides away from Dotchin. Keaton Thompson will jump on it. He'll play it to Dotchin, out to DeLeo. DeLeo backhands it out to center ice for Kiefer Sherwood. Now to Carrick. Checked at that street, and he'll go to the backhand. And it rang off of the bar and away from the net and cleared back into the San Diego zone.
Well, the Gulls doing a good job there in the neutral zone. I was surprised that play was not whistled down. Kiefer Sherwood, I thought it came down with a glove, but then again, the Gulls are like a lot of boxers. You play and that whistle goes.
Maillet from his own blue line will feed it up to the neutral zone, and it's hacked in by Sherbak. Sherbak able to get it in, but cleared right back out. Gulls doing a great job of making sure no sustained pressure occurs in their own zone. Roy trying to dump it in this time. It's blocked. Sherbak will fire it to the goal line, rimmed off to the corner. New poke checks on Asamont. Drives the puck loose. Sam Carrick couldn't clear it out. He got tangled up, and a penalty gets drawn. We'll wait and see who this one's on. It's a hooking call. The Gulls did have possession of the puck when the whistle blew. And it looks like it'll be Luke Gazdic that'll go.
Yeah, it's not a penalty you're going to want to take. Luke Gazdic, he's a player, doesn't get too much ice time. You don't want to be taking it. Here's the first one. After scoring that goal, Cracknell able to get that stick on the puck and make a big change there. There's the big one for Glass. Glass has made some saves. You can make a save with a guy taking a shot. When you make a save with that puck reflected, that's a big time save, and the Glass have kept the Gulls in this game.
Well, the Gulls just opened the period with a penalty kill. They're going to have to do it again. Gazdic in the box on the hooking call, and a face-off win for the Reign. One-timer, and Love shanked it. High and wide it goes. Puck shuffled back to the blue line. Roy played it to Amadio, broken up. Steele couldn't get it out, though. And a pass from Amadio goes out to center ice. That was a bad pass. You don't see that generally from the third-year pro. Benoit steps up to break up a pass into the San Diego zone, and he'll clear it. Roy back behind his own net. One of the top power play point producers for the Reign, and a pass through center gets broken up by Sherwood. Roy right behind Molson in power play points, Rimple third. And their points, Molson 15, Roy 14, Rimple 13. Those are the big three you got to watch out for. No pressure kept alive for Ontario as Jacob Magna will collect it at center ice. Play it over the line, and Kiefer Sherwood dumps it into the corner. Sam Carrick jumps on it. He's poked off the puck, and it's taken right back by Ontario. Rimple will send it to Clay. 50 seconds left of the penalty kill. Under 14 remaining in the second period. 2-1 San Diego with the lead. Rimple across the line. They'll dump it around to the behind the net, took a goal's bounce as it hit the glass partition, goes right to Megna, and he'll clear it. So far, so good on this penalty kill. Jeff Glass not really tested. Maillet charges in on the left wing. They'll play it towards the slot. It jumps over the stick of Sutter, and just bad bounce for Ontario after bad bounce, but we'll take it. Rimple taken off the puck by Mahura. He'll clear down the ice, and the penalty kill just keeps on going. We're down to 7 seconds. Lentinuemi straight up the gut for McDermott. He'll dump it in. Back to even strength. Gasnick out of the box, and another penalty kill successful for San Diego. Past the hair in the high slot, just rolled off of his stick out to center ice. Strand back after it to Clegg. Boards for Bauman. He tried to dump it in ahead of Bonnie, and McDermott will clean it up and fire it up. First one on it is Dotchin. He'll roll it off to the near boards. Center ice, Barry will punch it in. Peterson comes out of his net, he'll leave it. Wizimierski touches it behind the net for Clegg. He'll clear it back out to center ice. Just under 12.5 remaining in the second period. Adam Cracknell gets his stick on it to dump it in. Carrick will chase it down to the corner. He'll work it out to the near circle. Pass to the slot gets blocked. Cracknell will try to go back to Murphy. Instead, he was charging down low. So you got to rush up the ice for the rain. Sheer back at the top of the circle with a shot blocked to the corner. Puck picked up along the boards by Hare. They'll work it for Sherbak. Out to the point. Sherbak got it to Roy. His pass down low, broken up. Megna trying to stick it away from all the black jerseys. Sherbak comes in. Balls can't clear. Driven towards the San Diego net, but no shot comes. It's pulled back. Redekop with a drive. Blocked in front by Cracknell. And it's not out of the zone. Carrick couldn't clear it. Play towards the front of the net. Denied as it's wide. Glass did not get a piece of equipment on it. His helmet is off. They should blow the play dead. And finally they do. 2-1 San Diego with the lead. Back in a moment.
It's thrill ride time. In San Diego, we've got what it takes at your Toyota of El Cajon. Now, get a thrill ride lease on the new 2019 Toyota RAV4 for only $229 per month plus tax.
Get your thrill ride at Toyota of El Cajon.
El Cajon.
I'm feeling good.
However you take your business card, make the most of it with more shapes, stocks, and finishes from Vistaprint.
I'm feeling good.
Now's the time to try 500 standard cards starting at just $9.99 with promo code VCNOW.
I'm feeling good.
Own the now with Vistaprint.
Ron Baker Chevrolet is now Cummings Chevrolet. A new name on the sign, but the same dedicated family of employees you've grown to trust. So come on down to Cumming and drive home a new 2018 Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition for just $29,970, including a Cummings Chevrolet discount of more than $4,500. Find new roads at Cummings Chevrolet, minutes away on the Mile of Cars.
Let's go! It's New Year's savings time at the all-new Honda of El Cajon Superstore. Now, lease the new 2019 Honda Accord LX for only $179 per month plus tax.
Start the new year right at the all-new Honda of El Cajon Superstore.
2-1 goals after good defensive work in their own zone, and even Jeff Glass taking some responsibility.
Well, it
too.
shows you. Being a leader, Sam Carrick, he fumbles the puck, but there's Glass in front of the net. Even with his helmet going to come off, he's going to stay in the game, showing he's a true warrior.
A shot from the blue line by Molson gets blocked. Eves will glove it down. Play it to Steele, out to center for Klus. Klus avoided a check. It's played to the far boards for Holzer. He'll cross in over the line and feed it behind the net. Klus driving after it. He'll pin up his man against the boards. That's Strand. Work loose for Eves, who puts it on net. Peterson the save. Steele jumps on the rebound. He'll throw it back to the point for Holzer. Holzer on the right point. Tries his shot that's blocked to the boards. And cleared out to center ice. Holzer gloves it down. 10:39 remaining of our second period. Kluse hacks it right back into the offensive zone, and Steele will give chase. He'll put up a body against Strand with a puck left for Linsu Nuemi. He'll feed it up to the left wing for Amadio. He'll circle back. Strand weaving his way through center ice, dumps it in. Kiefer Sherwood back after it. He'll play it to Mahura, who tips it into the offensive zone. Puck goes straight up in the air. It's gloved down by Peterson, and he'll hold on for a whistle.
Again, the Gulls on puck possession lead against this Ontario team. Ontario team's going to be chasing the Gulls right now. I believe the upside is with the Gulls and the talent on the ice right now. Again, the shots are 19-14. This second period, the Gulls are up by 1. They've killed a couple penalties, and still, with that, they're still leading in shots on goal.
Face-off win for the Gulls. Dotchin with another one. And a save made by Peterson. He just said it in the intermission report as we exited for the first period, is trying to put the pucks on net, and if they go in, hey, even better.
Well, that's what happens when you win a face-off. You win that face-off, get that shot on net. If it doesn't go in, the great thing about it, if the goalie doesn't stop it, you've got a rebound.
Another face-off win for San Diego in the offensive zone. It's a big part of this hockey game that's very underrated. Kiefer Sherwood and Ben Street trying to battle it loose in the Ontario zone. Worked away by Sherwood to the boards. He'll chip it down low, Rimple on it at his own goal line. Played around to the far side. McDermott not able to get it out. Street from the top of the circle with a shot denied by Peterson, and the loose puck is cleared away. Street back after it in his own zone. He'll play it safely to Dotchin. Get it away from McDermott to Street. Fed along to Keaton Thompson. To the near boards for Sherwood. Couldn't really work it in. It's tipped away. Maillet will work it in on a 2-on-1 for the Reign. Shoots, and a save made by Glass. 9:13 remaining. A long stretch pass up to Adam Cracknell. He'll hit the brakes at the top of the circle. Leave it for Sherwood. A quick release, but Peterson denies. Carrick on it in the corner. He'll get it to Cracknell. Cracknell leaves it at the point for Magna. He'll chip it down low behind the net for Carrick. Left in the near corner for Barry. Back out to the point. Magna with a drive. And a save made by Peterson. 2-1 Gulls with the lead. Back in a second.
The Gulls lead the Ontario Reign by a score of 2-1 in the second period, and hundreds of Gulls fans have made the trip to Ontario for this game. This is Bill and Jennifer Delory from San Diego. And Bill, what made you make this road trip up here to Ontario?
Because the Gulls rock. We want to come support them up in the Inland Empire.
And Jennifer, are you surprised with the turnout here of Gulls fans?
Not at all. We have been organizing this for a long time, and we're so excited to be here. We are hoping to come home winners. We have such a great fan base, just super supportive fans for the San Diego teams.
And you're loud and proud and continue to cheer on the Gulls, who lead by a score of 2-1 right now. Andy and BJ will send it back to you.
Hey, thanks a lot. And all this after the Gulls had a sellout on Saturday against Bakersfield. Almost 13,000 people. So no shortage of Gulls fans around the area, and always amazing support, especially here on the road in Ontario. It's a 2-1 game favoring San Diego with just over 8 remaining in the second period. Magna fighting loose for the puck in his own zone. He'll get it free for Kluse. Kluse trying to shake loose of the forecheck from Molson. Able to push it along to Ben Thompson, now to Magna and out. Magna to the center red line, he'll dump it in, rimmed off to the near corner for Kluse. Ball's making a line change, and Kluse trying to kill some time. We'll push it back to the corner, this time for Steele. Wholesale line change out for San Diego, so Steele with fresh legs on him. However, he gets worked to the boards by Wizymirski. Puck battle behind the Ontario net, worked free for Molson, and he's able to get it out to center ice. A pass in off the back of the skate of Luff, taken by Mahura. He'll throw it right back in the offensive zone. Puck rimmed off to the boards. Steele battling with Wizymirski. Steele slow to get up after those two tangled. Puck worked free by Clegg, and Steele will head straight to the bench. Puck dumped into the goal zone. Mahura able to hack it out. Eves will collect. 3-on-1 developing for San Diego. Eves tried to play it front for Carrick, but a pass got blocked by Roy. Molson up ice. He'll play it over the line to Luff. Tried to return feet, but knocked away. Adam Cracknell will clear it up to Barry. Barry plays it over the blue line to Carrick. Drop back, third man in. That's Cracknell. And a shot denied by Peterson. Pass back to the blue line. Benoit to Dotchin with a drive and a save made. Peterson with 2 different stops keeps it a 2-1 San Diego lead.
Well, the Gulls get a bunch of opportunities. Adam Cracknell just misses one, but there's Steele. You can watch there as he's going down. He gets fallen on by the opponent player there on Ontario, but Steele been on the ice for a good minute. I watch for him to come back out the next shift. I just really believe he was pretty tired. Great shift by Steele. The Gulls come back with 2 good scoring opportunities. Don't put the puck in the net, but again, the Gulls are leading on that chance.
Face-off win for Ontario. Puck cleared down the ice. And foot race to the puck between 2 big bodies. McDermott and Dotchin. Dotchin able to win out the battle. And he'll send it out to center. And Street fires the puck in, and we're going to see some checking now here from Ontario. They're trying to hit everything in sight. Kiefer Sherwood attempted to cycle the puck behind the net. Puck was rolling on him. Dotchin steps up. He'll get it to Sherwood with a shot wide of the net. Dotchin picks up the loose change. He's at the blue line. He'll play to the circle for Sherwood. His shot blocked behind the net. Pulling away with it. Street back to Sherwood. A shot hits off the post. No good. It hit a body in front. It was lying right along the goal line, but it never crossed over. Maillet back up ice with a shot denied by Glass. And the puck gets chipped along the boards. Not out of the zone yet. Adam Cracknell will carry it out. And he'll race into the offensive zone. Try to tee one up, but a shot gets blocked wide. Loose puck behind the Ontario net. Puck battle right in front. Adam Cracknell and Sam Carrick trying to put it in. But it's covered by Peterson. And a post whistle scrum. Peterson's actually tangled in it. He's trying to get out, but his right arm is stuck.
Well, that's all Ontario's got. They're trying to keep everything out of the net. The Gulls have had everything going in front. You watch here, they just missed at the end. They thought they had one, but they don't.
We're back at the Citizens Business Bank Arena with San Diego holding to a 2-1 lead. And really, this game could have gotten out of hand here in the second period had it not been for Cal Peterson. He's only been able to let one go by him. The Gulls dominating shots on goal 11-3 in this second period.
Well, it's been the Gulls, the way they've come out here in this second period, killing the penalty and coming out on the offense. 5:17 to go. Gulls got to continue with this wave, but what they need to do is they got to light the lamp one more time.
Loose on the face-off after Steele kicked out. Good to see Steele back on, not missing a shift. And a delayed penalty on Ontario right off to the draw. Holding call. We'll have the JMG power play.
Well, this is the second time. It's been tough to tell who the penalty is going to go against. This time it's going to go against Ontario. Again, it's one of those penalties. Unless you have a penalty that stops a scoring chance, it's a bad one. Off a face-off, we watch here. Not 2 hands on the stick, only one. You're going to reach out and you're going to grab that other one. Another holding call. 5:13 to go. Watch for the Gulls. You got to get this face-off. You get the face-off, makes it a lot easier to start the power play.
Just the second power play of the night for San Diego. Puck will drop to the right of Peterson. Steele, Cracknell, Eves, Murphy, and Kloos out for the power play. Murphy with a drive. Shot, stop. Puck is still loose. Kloos can't send it home. Steele jumps on it in the corner. He'll go back to Murphy. Out is Steele. Steele slides in. A redirect by Eves goes wide in the net. Peterson lost the stick. It's in the corner. Eves pulls it away back to the blue line for Murphy. To the point for Steele. Oh, a pass gets broken up. Murphy trying to hold it in. He can't. Sutter will charge up ice. Peterson retrieves his stick. Peterson leaves it. Bauman, a shot hits the post. Bounces off to the near boards. I actually think that hit the crossbar. Cracknell over the line. He'll play it to Steele. Steele shot blocked. Roy able to clear it out. 1:13 left of the power play. Boy, we almost started with a power play goal, not even 10 seconds in.
Well, back and forth pressure. Ontario gets a shot. They're not going to count it as a shot on goal. Another inch, that's a goal.
Murphy at the point. He'll play it to the far wing for Kloos. He'll skate it down low, drop it back to Murphy. Murphy goes to the near circle. Steele shoots. Blocked away by Peterson. Clues picks it up at the circle. He'll drop it back to the point for Murphy. He'll step into a shot. It got through. Peterson makes the save. Clues on the loose puck. He'll play it to Eves. To the near wing for Steele with 35 remaining. Steele drops it back to the point man for Murphy. To the wing for Clues. Clues all the way down low to the face-off circle. The Eves, a drive, a save is made. Loose puck cleared off to the near boards, and Amadio will chip it out. 18 left to the man advantage. Mahura gets a pass right in front of the Ontario bench. He'll carry it back into his own zone. And now send it to Steele. Head along to Chase DeLeo. He'll cross in over the line. Shake down loose to the corner. Puck gets cleared away though after it was stripped off his stick, and we're back to even strength. Luff out of the box. Glass will play it around to the near boards for Mahura. Will sidestep and poke check. Can't play it out. Wilson able to knock it loose. A puck battle behind the San Diego net between one player from each team. Worked away by Mahura, but not out. And a shot sent wide by Wizimierski. Held in by Clegg. He'll turn it down low behind the San Diego net, but coming away with it is the goals forward Sherwood. He'll clear it out. Molson will hack it right back in. A shot by Luff. And Glass makes the save. No rebound allowed with 2:39 remaining.
Well, I'm not too sure there was this much action in the last home game for the Gulls, but watch, at the start of the power play, they win the faceoff. Puck goes right to the side of the net. Look at the way Peterson gets his stick and his glove on it. Right after that, the Gulls had a second one. But here's where it comes back down to the Gulls zone. Shot comes. Watch Glass. He's down low right off the crowbar. Gulls come right back down after that. You got to remember, puck hits the post or the crossbar. It's not even counted as a shot on goal.
Face-off dropping to the left of Glass. It's won by Sam Carrick. He'll take it himself. Can't get it out. Barry there for extra support. He'll move it to the neutral zone. Barry into the zone with speed. Backhander missing just wide of the net. Gotchin picks it up off the far boards. They'll go to the point man Magna. And a drive redirected just wide and hit off the body of Wizimierski. Cracknell tries a centering pass and ended up on the stick of Barry. He went to the far boards for Carrick, but he couldn't get the shot off, and Carrick has to go after it. We'll send it to Barry, not a Cracknell in front. Carrick again, but a poke check from Peterson works it loose. Cracknell drops it back, and Dotchin a shot missing wide of the net. Magna jumps up, he'll send it behind the net for Carrick. He tried it between his legs, but his shot never made its way to the net. Carrick again on it, this time from the face-off circle with a drive, and Peterson makes another save.
Snake-bitten Carrick. Sam Carrick gets a bunch of chances just in the ones in the shift. Watch this line as it comes through the legs there. Sam Carrick picks it up again, and as he does, he comes through the slot, takes that shot. Sam Carrick, bunch of opportunities. Pretty good for that shift. Sam Carrick leading the way again for the Gulls.
Face-off will drop to Peterson's right. We'll have Sutter take the face-off against Street. Street wins it back. Chase DeLeo diving after, trying to keep it away from the forwards of Ontario, but unsuccessful. And it's out to center. Street works it back into DeLeo. He'll try a shot from the near boards. It's blockered away by Peterson. Sutter picks it up in his own zone. He'll play it right in front of his net. It's intercepted. Street shoots, and a save is made by Peterson. A loose puck skated out by Morrison. Morrison will dump it in. Gulls go after it in their own zone with 1:19 left, still holding that 2-1 lead. McDermott able to keep it alive. He'll play it to Sutter, who shoots, and Glass makes the save. Sutter in the slot with a golden opportunity, but Glass standing strong this period. Sutter works it from the corner behind the net. He'll stop, shake loose of Benoit, feed it to Roy with a big drive. It's blocked in front. And Ben Street will jump on it. He'll hack it along the blue line, but not out. Lintu Nuemi able to hold it in. Chase DeLeo tries to clear, but still can't. Puck gets chipped behind the San Diego net. Benoit tips it along, and it's cleared out by Street to center ice. 37 remaining. Clegg will charge right back in. Drop it off to the near boards. Rimple charges all the way behind the net. He'll swing off to the far boards. Play it back to the point. No one-timer. Wide of the net by Lintu Nuemi. Kept in by McDermott. He'll play it behind the net. A return feed gets swept away by Benoit. And another shot that came from Clegg. That one on net, patted away by Glass. 11 seconds left. Goals able to finally get it out. Klus works it away. That's an interference call. We'll have a power play. Lintu Nuemi stepped in the skating lane of Klus. And we'll have a JMG power play with 5 left of the second.
Well, just before Ontario had their best shift, they go and have a penalty. But here's where it starts with the Gulls. Point blank. Street gets one of those shots. He's been a bit snake bitten, and it comes back down the other way. Here's where Glass comes up big against Sutter, getting that big glove out there. Ontario had some of the best power they've had all game. The Gulls are able to hold that off. They're going to go to the power play with 5 seconds to go. It's a face-off down deep.
Head coach Mike Sellers of Ontario has got to be very unhappy. Only 5 seconds left, and you're standing in the skating line of another player. No good. Face off to the right of Peterson, won by the Gulls, but Cracknell played it back to the point just away from Klus. And that'll put our second period in the books. Adam Cracknell will be our guest. He's actually the first one off the ice. So we'll have a power play of 1:56 when we get back for third period action, with the San Diego Gulls holding a lead of 2-1. Jeff Glass getting a lot of slap on the pads here from his teammates, as he stopped them all here in period number 2. It started off not facing a lot of shots, but I'll tell you what, you said it there, BJ. Ontario is certainly peppering them on those last 2 shifts.
Yeah, they had been, and the big thing, Glass has come up big when needed. What I really like, though, at the end of the period, when the whistle goes, Kevin Boyle's out there as the first guy out there to give him high five. You like to have the camaraderie with goalies, but you like to have a competition as well.
Only 1 goal scored in period number 2. And that was from Adam Cracknell, who now has a goal in each of his last 6 goals. He came over in a trade from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Adam Cracknell is in his 2nd straight year being dealt. Last year he was dealt from the New York Rangers to the Laval Rocket, and a guy who is no stranger to getting dealt, but he is very familiar with putting pucks in the back of the net. We're going to head downstairs. AJ Mandariccio with Adam Cracknell.
Andy, thank you very much. Adam, 6 straight games with a goal. You've been putting up the points since you've come to San Diego. What's been the key to this offensive output since joining the Gulls?
Well, I don't know. I wish I had the answers. I'd be doing it all year, but I think we're just playing with a lot of confidence. We're putting pucks on net when we're getting rewarded, just like our first goal, good screen, and Dodge put it in. So that was a great kill by the guys. You know, when you're in the penalty box, you take a penalty, you just hope for a good kill, and then the second thing is you want to get that breakaway too. It'd be nice, you never usually get those, but that was a great kill by the guys, and I was glad to be able to reward them with a goal there.
Seems like each line is continuing that momentum. You have 30 shots through 2 periods. What do you have to do to get another one by Cal Peterson?
We have to take advantage of this power play right now. We've had good chances on that last one. We were all over them. It's just inches away. So I think our mentality is right. We're putting pucks on net. We're moving it quick. We're getting them out of position. So I think we just keep doing that, sticking to our game. We're going to be on the right side of the game after the 60 minutes.
Adam, thank you very much, and good luck in the third.
Yeah, thank you.
Andy, back to you.
Well, as the 13th year pro just said, the Gulls got to take advantage of this power play when they get into the third period. 1:56 of that man advantage that they'll have. They currently hold a 2-1 lead against the Ontario Reign. We'll be back for more intermission content. The Gulls' second intermission report is brought to you by Wawanesa Insurance. Great rates for good drivers. For a free quote, visit wawanesa.com or call them at 877-WAWANESA.
On the strength of Adam Cracknell's 6th straight game with a goal, that's a record-setting goal. The Gulls have a 2-1 lead over the Ontario Reign here in Ontario. Let's take a look at our Fox 5 out-of-town scoreboard, and right now the Eagles defeated the Heat earlier today 2-1 in a shootout, so both teams pick up a point there. Texas and Tucson tied at 3. If the Gulls hold on to win here and Tucson loses that game in Texas, the Gulls would leapfrog the Roadrunners and take over second place in the Pacific Division. Bakersfield and San Jose later on tonight. Troy Hirsch alongside Andy Zilch. And Andy, today in this second period, boy, the Gulls really outplayed the Reign, I thought.
Yeah, certainly, and it's all dictated from the shots on goal. 16-7 in in the shots on goal department. First period, fairly even balance between the two teams. But you get the shots on goal, and you also get a power play rolling into the third period. That momentum hopefully will be kept by San Diego.
You've seen this team now. They've got 15 standings points in their past 16 games, maybe on their way to 2 more here tonight. With this team, with the juggling they've done with the roster, how incredible is it that they've played as well as they have?
Well, that's the thing. And when you talk with head coach Dallas Eakins, he says that the lineup's going to change in the American Hockey League from a day-to-day basis. That's just the nature of the beast. For these guys to be able to have that mentality, that dogfight mentality, keep rolling through all the adversity, and adversity only makes you stronger. And that's how you build a playoff team. So hopefully this team can keep that rolling all the way to maybe even June.
2-1 is the scores. The Gulls have played well so far in this game. When we come back, we'll take a look at one of the stalwarts in net for the Gulls, Kevin Boyle. Boy, was he on a run before getting a break. We'll hear more from him after the break. The Gulls have a 2-1 lead over the Reign here in Ontario. The Reign got a goal 37 seconds into the game off of goalie Jeff Glass, but Glass has kept the Reign out of the net since. And he is starting tonight in just his 11th game this season, giving a well-deserved break to Kevin Boyle. Boyle had won 11 of 13 starts as the Gulls went on a very hot streak. And Kalen McMacken has more on Boyle, who guards the net.
Chipped in on Boyle. He'll jump out to the bottom of the faceoff circle.
There's no doubt that winning breeds confidence, and Gulls goaltender Kevin Boyle has proven just that.
I'm having fun, and I'm playing with confidence, and the team in front of me is making it really easy.
The L shoots. Boyle makes the stop to the corner.
The Gulls recently matched a franchise record 8 straight wins in a stretch that saw Boyle go 10-1, a feat that propelled him into the top 5 goalies leading the AHL in wins.
I don't pay too much attention to stats. Wins are the most important thing, so I honestly didn't know that at all. I don't even know how many wins I have on the year. I just go out and treat every game like it's the same.
He's been seeing the puck well and tracking the puck well and making the big saves to give us a chance to win every single night. So that's all you can ask from your goaltender. He's been doing a phenomenal job.
Boyle claims he isn't superstitious, but admits he's found a routine for home games that seems to work.
I have an acai bowl for breakfast with some strawberries, and then at lunch I have some gnocchi from Trader Joe's. They have this little microwave thing, and I've just been having that, and I think I started doing it ever since we started winning, so it's kind of too late to go back on it now.
When he's not on the ice, the newlywed says he likes to play golf and video games. Though San Diego isn't home, the New Jersey native says he's enjoying a different lifestyle.
I go back in the summers, I go back to New Hampshire, and we live pretty much out in the country, so it's a lot more fast-paced out here. It's a lot of fun, and I've grown to really love this city.
The soft-spoken 26-year-old says he's never been a vocal teammate, but rather he chooses to lead by example.
I try and let my game do more of the talking, and especially being a goalie, when you see the goalie back there having that calm presence, having that confidence back there, I think it gives the team in front of me a little bit of confidence.
Big drive and a save made by Boyle.
And that quality makes the Gulls a force to be reckoned with. Kalen McMacken, Fox 5 Sports.
He may speak softly, but he carries a big stick in net, and he's really helped the Gulls as they have had a standings point in 15 of the last 16 games, and hopefully get 2 more tonight if they can hold on to this 2-1 lead. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have second period highlights and third period of action.
We're back at the Citizens Business Bank Arena. Andy Zilch and BJ McPherson up in the booth. It's a 2-1 San Diego lead. We're going to head downstairs. AJ Mandariccio is right alongside assistant coach Sylvain Lefebvre.
Thanks, Andy. Coach, you held them to 7 shots in that second period. What do you have to do to keep up that defensive pressure here in the third?
Well, we have to keep puck possession. We did a great job on offense to keep the puck, and also have some great scoring chances, and our gap was way better with our defense.
Good luck in the third.
Thank you.
Andy, back to you.
Thanks a lot, AJ. We're going to have a 153 power play as we begin the third period, but let's backtrack to the second period.
Well, in the second period, you watch right away Adam Cracknell. When he picks up that puck, gotta love he didn't come in too close thinking he's going to get something better. He sees daylight and he puts it through the 5-hole. Second chance the Gulls get there, wiping it to that net. You get it to the net, you get sticks up. Puck didn't get over the line, so you can't be putting your hands up. Eves there doesn't want to score in the American Hockey League. He only wants to score in the NHL. We'd like him to put that one in the net there. Here's where Ontario comes back. You watch this one right off the top crossbar. Doesn't matter. Hits the crossbar, doesn't go in the net. Glass had everything else protected.
Well, as we break down and get nitty-gritty here with this game, we talked about the shots on goal during the intermission report. The game total, 30-19. San Diego certainly owned it, and you got a very important power play. Right now it's 0-for-3, but that is pending this next 156. And I'll tell you one thing, this face-off wins. BJ, when you got Sutter on the opposite side of the ice that you're trying to draw against, having one more than 50% is very good for San Diego.
No, Andy calls it right. Sutter's one of those guys who's probably got about a 75% face-off win ratio. The difference is from last game for the Gulls where they were under 50%, which is not right for the Gulls. You start with that puck, it makes it a lot easier. Starting this third period on the power play, as the difference in the second, the Gulls were killing. Makes the big difference, puck possession. Like their assistant coach Sly said, puck possession's a big thing. Get that puck deep, have your team set up. Going to be a different thing in the power play in the third period.
Well, the Gulls will travel from left to right. They got the whites on. And we're all set at the Citizens Business Bank Arena. The Grossmont center ice face-off to get his kick started for period number 3. 2-1 San Diego with the lead. And a 156 very important power play brought to you by JMG Security Systems. Face-off win by Carrick. And we're ready to go here for the third. Chase DeLeo drops it for Carrick at center ice. They'll feed it to the wing for Kiefer Sherwood. Carries it all the way down low to the corner. Tried to cycle for Carrick, but it's broken up, and the puck cleared down the ice.
Again, on the power play, it's outmanning the opponent. They got 2 in the corner. You got to have 3. Gulls communication, a little bit of a lapse there. If you put that puck in the corner, you got to have him outman.
Carrick on the right wing. He shoots, a save made, rebound. Denied on the pad by Peterson. He'll hang on and freeze.
That little bit of a broken record starts with Sam Carrick. You watch the give and go in the neutral zone. Sam Carrick gets it, goes to the net. If he goes to that net, there he is, Ben Street, waiting for that rebound. Sorry, Carrick was the one taking that shot. Ben Street was the one giving the play. Again, Gulls start here again with 19:27 to go here in the third period. You got to get the face-off.
Carrick to Leo Sherwood. And Street and Mahura working the points. Uh-oh, Street mishandled it. It's out to center. Gulls tag up, work back in. 1:13 of the man advantage. It's pushed back to the blue line. Here's Mahura. He'll walk the line. Feed it to the circle for Carrick. Right back to Mahura. To the right wing circle. Holding on to it was Street. He'll play it back. Mahura drive. Rebound, they score! Chase DeLeo punches it in. Just 59 seconds into the third period. It's a 3-1 San Diego lead.
Well, it's going to all start with great passing with the Gulls players. And again, Mahura, the young defenseman, it's not a big slap shot, not a big wrist shot. What it is, getting that puck to that net. First it's a tip, after the tip it goes off the goaltender, buried in the net. Chase DeLeo, he's been the leader for the Gulls as everybody's called up. He's been the guy in, game out, plugging away. But it starts with getting that shot to that net. Not a shot that's going to break the glass, but just enough to get there.
Chase DeLeo coming in pointless in 3 of his last 4. How about that for getting back on track? Murphy from his own zone. He'll play it off the glass. It's blocked. He'll get it up to Eves. He'll work it in on the right wing. He'll pull back and send it behind the net. Puck gets taken by Klus. He'll work it back to Magna. He'll put it off the inboards. Sam Steele able to skate it out to the high slot. Work it off to the far boards. Trying to get it to Eves, but hacked off his stick and carried out by Rempel. He'll dump it into the San Diego zone. Murphy collapses on it. He'll slug it out. It's carried back in. It's Klus. He'll work it to the corner. Try to center it. Knocked away. And away come the rain. Bluff will skate through center ice. He'll work it in on the near wing. He'll hit the brakes as soon as he crossed over the line. Feed it across. Asamat couldn't catch the pass. Then he'll put it on net, but Glass turns it away. Garrett can't clear it out. Klus also can't get it out. Puck gets held in by Sherbak. Sherbak not able to get it even further along, and it's cleared away. 17:47 remaining in the third period. Sam Carrick unable to sidestep the poke jab. Gets worked out to the neutral zone. Carried into the San Diego zone and bumped in. Puck battle behind the goals net. Adam Cracknell simply takes it right off the stick. Got a Bauman. And he'll dump it into the offensive zone. It slides in on Peterson. He'll freeze it and hang on for a whistle.
Well, there he is, the power forward, Adam Cracknell, picking it up in his own zone. Offense, defense, he's here as a team leader. Adam Cracknell doing it on both ends of the ice.
We'll have ourselves an offensive zone face-off. Puck will drop to the left of Peterson. Street on the face-off. He'll be kicked out. Sherwood in to take it against Sutter. Sherwood wins the draw to DeLeo. DeLeo with a slippery move. He'll sit it behind the net for Sherwood. He's forced off to the boards by Sutter. Cycle quickly to DeLeo. One-timer driven wide. Dotcha not able to hold it in. Coles will tag up. Street catches the pass. He'll place it back over the line on the right wing side for Sherwood. A wrist shot denied by Peterson. And a loose puck taken off the boards and cleared away by Morrison. Puck touched down by a high stick. That'll send us to a break. Hey fans, join us on Friday, February 1st as we celebrate 25 years of Ducks hockey. You see your goals battle the Ontario Reign at 7 p.m. For more information and to purchase tickets, go to sandiegogulls.com/tickets or 844-GO-GULLS.
25 years of Gulls hockey. That's a lot of hockey for Gulls fans.
I say Gulls?
Gulls.
Ducks.
Ducks even.
I meant Ducks if I said Gulls. Puck dumped into the San Diego zone. Magna behind the net. He'll play it to Carrick, up to Ben Thompson. Thompson drags it in across the line. It's left for Gazdic, but chipped off his stick and out of play. Ontario Reign coming back here after finishing a 5-game road stand. They lost 4-2 against Iowa, trying to put up a good fight against San Diego, but right now a 2-goal lead for the Gulls. Eric on the face-off win. Murphy hacks it in. Peterson can't stop the rim as it rolls off to the far boards. Luff collects a pass at the hash marks. No reverse. And puck gets cleared out off the far wing by Redicott. Charged right back in. Sam Carrick on the far wing. He'll cut to the net and a save made. Luke Gazdic hunched over as he goes to the bench. I didn't see what happened behind the play, but he's not looking too good there as he's getting tended to by the athletic training crew. Puck dumped into the goal zone. Glass sweeps it along to the far boards. Rimple drops it back to the line for Strand. He'll go to the near point. The drive misses wide. And a puck battle behind the San Diego net. Steele and Rimple, the two rookies going head to head. Worked off to the boards. Bahura unable to clear. Second hack still unable to clear. That time it was Holzer, and Maie holds it in. Charging all the way down low from the blue line. His pass broken up and successfully skated out by Steele. He'll send it along to Mahura. He'll work it in on the left wing. A shot denied. Rebound. What a save. Peterson denies Steele. He'll jump over to the near post to keep it out. Steele trying to keep it going here with points in consecutive games, but denied by the netminder. Gulls still with offensive pressure. Eves will go to the corner for Dotchin. He'll send it behind the net for Steele. Steele swings loose of the pressure. He'll cut towards the front of the net, but he's forced to the boards. Steele all the way to the high slot. He'll work it over to the corner. Tried to go to chase DeLeo, but it's broken up as Lintu Noemi steps up. Over 5 gone in the third period. Gulls with a 3-1 advantage. Asamont for Ontario works it loose, and it's cleared in by McDermott. Dotchin at his own goal line. Able to dig it loose for Street. He can't get the puck out. Blake worked it down low, but Chase DeLeo pokes it off his stick out to center ice.
Well, the Gulls get a little unlucky there. Almost a 2-on-1 develops.
Adam Cracknell finds a loose puck in his own zone. He'll clear it out. Back on it is Clegg. He'll play it up to Wizymirski. Couldn't cleanly get a pass through center. Broken up, and Magna will play it to Murphy. Murphy gets hauled down. We'll have a delayed power play for San Diego. Adam Cracknell from the corner. He'll drop it back to Carrick. Now to Murphy. Murphy gets pressured and hacked to the boards, and it's touched by Ontario. That'll send us to a break. 3-1, San Diego with the lead. Mahura putting one to the net. Sam Steele denied on the rebound. Because the Gulls have 3 on the board, you receive 1 free pizza tomorrow when you purchase a regular menu price pizza at papajohns.com. Use promo code GULLSBOGO. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Mahura right off the point with a slap shot denied by Peterson, who had to reach over the near post. Puck kept in by the Gulls. Carrick's pass back to the point, intercepted. Hare charging up ice. Tried to get it to McDermott, but broken up. Pass was in the feet of McDermott. 2-on-1 for the Gulls. Sherwood with a shot, but poked away. Roy able to get back and knock it loose. Boy, we're going end to end here. Sutter this time, he'll pull back and clear it. Glass out of his net, he'll stop it and play it to the far boards for Street. Cross ice to the near side for Mahura. Mahura works it in over the line. He'll play it to DeLeo. He sends it behind the net, but the puck rolling on Carrick. It goes to Luff. He can't clear. It's held in as the pass goes to the far point for Mahura. He'll play it to Carrick. Carrick behind the net to DeLeo. To the far board. Street tried to play it to the slot for Sherwood, but it hits the skate. Sherwood will retrieve it. He'll send it to DeLeo. He'll charge in, but he's pressured by too many Reign players. Work back to the point for Mahura. To the circle for Carrick. Back to Mahura. He'll sidestep a poke check of Amadio. He'll play it to the slot. And a backhander by DeLeo wide of the net. Sherwood pulls to the corner. 38 left of the man advantage. Drop back for Street at the point. Now to Mahura. He's straight away. To the circle for Carrick. He fanned on the shot, but he'll play it back to the near boards for Street. Street all the way out to the blue line. Plays it to the goal line for DeLeo. Back to Street. Now to Mahura. Mahura fakes the shot to Street. One-timer blocked in front. Street picks it up. He'll tap it off the boards to Sherwood. Now to Mahura. 10 left of the power play. Mahura to Carrick. Carrick with a wrist shot. Redirected and a save made. A rebound pass goes back to the blue line, but not connecting to Street. And the power play is over. 11:50 remaining of the third period. The Gulls lead by a score of 3-1. Gulls are back in his own zone. They'll feed it up to Eves, who redirects it into the offensive zone. Back on the puck, the Ontario defenseman Clay. He'll play to the right wing boards for Rempel. And he'll wrist it into the corner for Molson. Molson drops it back to the blue line, holding on to it, and then a shot let go by Wizymirski, blocked. And Sam Steele will poke it out to center ice. Able to get it up to Kloos. Kloos couldn't collect the bouncing puck. Instead, Molson returns it back in. He'll try a shot that whistles high and wide over the net. Ben Thompson battling along the near boards for the puck. It's worked loose to the blue line. Clegg with a shot. Through traffic, a save made. Bounces wide of the net. And then attacked back towards the slot by Maillet, but Steele rescues it and carries it safely to center and dumps it in.
Well, the Gulls doing a great job there for Glass. Glass makes the big save, but what they do for the defensive core is they take sticks and bodies. If you're in front, you're not going to make that save. And we're going to get the puck coming all the way back on the icing. But you got to watch here. About 3 minutes ago, there's a little tip in front of that net. The Gulls have got great pressure. But when you've got all that pressure, you're able to make the tip. And here it is back in the Gull zone. You got all those bodies. There's Glass. Puck sitting there right in the goal line. You got all those bodies in front. The Gulls look really confident in front of Glass.
Well, how about this for the shots on goal total? 39-21. In this game right now.
Big difference from last game. I don't think the Gulls got over the 20-shot mark, and that's a big difference in this game.
There's another one for Luke Gazdic right off the draw. Good to see him back out there. Cracknell won it, and Gazdic with his long reach, that 6'4" frame, able to poke it on Peterson. It counts as a shot on goal, and it gets you another offensive zone faceoff. Hey, I don't care if it was a blistering shot.
No, you're right, Andy. The more shots you get at the net, I don't care if they're slap shot, wrist shots, or backhands. You get the shots at net, you're going to get goals.
10-2 shots on goal this period for San Diego. A lot of that large in part because of about 4 minutes power play time, but you know what? It counts. Down to 10:22 left of the final frame of regulation. Adam Cracknell on the left face-off circle. They'll go to the high slot for Ben Thompson, and the pass bounces off his stick. It's taken by Morrison. Magna denies the pass from him. Gazdic right back in. They'll skate to the slot with a shot tipped and out of play.
Well, when you got Luke Gazdic coming in over the blue line, he's got some open defenders, but he takes him from backhand to forehand, and he wants to get that shot away. It's showing that the Gulls got a lot of confidence tonight.
We'll have a face-off that'll drop in the Ontario zone. Eric out, Dotchin, Keaton Thompson, DeLeo, and Kluse. Eric steps in to take the face-off, tried to slap it forward. He'll get kicked out of the draw for doing it too soon. Amadio opposing on the draw.
Sorry, Andy. Whenever a forward tries to slap the puck forward, that's he and a winger getting on the same page, trying to change it up a little bit. Because 99% of the time, you want to win it back to your defenseman.
Chase DeLeo loses the face-off, but he gets tripped. Amadio will go to the box. We'll have a power play for the San Diego Gulls. I think they're going to send a both here.
Amadio didn't look happy with that. Looked like Chase DeLeo stepped on a banana peel.
Nope, it's just Amadio.
I'll tell you what it is. That's a true penalty. Again, you got to have your stick controlled at all times. And right there, you know, maybe a bit of an acting job, but you know what? He's an actor on our squad. It's a good job.
I think DeLeo is getting taken, yeah.
Almost ripped his helmet off his head. Come on, Andy. That should have been a double minor.
Well, for a second there, DeLeo started skating back to the bench and no one grabbed him.
Either way, on the power play, the Gulls have had the better power play tonight. It starts off with the face-off. Win that face-off, get control of the puck. The Gulls have the better players, skilled players around the perimeter. You got to get the shots on net. 4-on-4. The refs didn't bite.
Face-off win for the Gulls, but Holzer forced all the way to the neutral zone. He'll get it to Mahura. Right back to Holzer. Mahura once more, those two playing catch with it. They shake loose to the Ontario forecheck, and Mahura finds the seam. He'll cut up on the left wing into the Ontario zone. Play it to Steele. He tried the right wing for Eves, but out of his reach. Eves will send it back to the line for Mahura. Instead, he'll pull back to the neutral zone. 1:30 left to 4-on-4. Eves catches a pass. He'll play it to Steele. Steele down low, shoots, hits off the top of the net, and bounces wide. Magna from the point. He'll go to Murphy, who slides down low. Murphy with a shot missing wide, now to play it goes. And that'll bring us to a halt in the action. 9:12 remaining, third period. Gulls lead 3-1.
Well, if you watch Josh Mahura, his eyes were not looking at the puck. They were looking down ice. And that's the difference on thinking about what to do and knowing what to do. Josh Mahura got his head up. That's why he's been up with the Ducks a lot this season.
Face-off will drop to the left of Peterson. 4-on-4 action for another 1:12. Sherwood on the face-off, lost the draw to Sutter. Rimple at his own goal line. He'll start up ice with it. Slowly up ice too, and he's forced backwards by Street. Pass return to Rimple. He'll dump it into the San Diego zone. Murphy up with it. Sherwood to Murphy. Murphy back. Gulls are going to make sure they don't force anything here, BJ. It's very wise with the 2-goal lead.
Gulls doing a great job keeping them on the outside. You watch the 4 defenders. They're staying in the middle part of the ice.
Murphy split defense. He'll drop it back for Sherwood, but return to Murphy. And poked off the stick. And it ends up right on Murphy's stick again as a broken pass. Goes right to him. He'll dump it right back in. Sherwood and Holzer going after it in the corner. Holzer hacks it free for Sherwood. Sherwood returns it to Holzer at the point. They'll skate the line, leave it for Steele. Steele Skates it all the way to the face-off circle. He'll step backwards and back out to the neutral zone. We've returned to 5-on-5 with under 8 remaining of the third period. The Gulls lead by a score of 3-1. Josh Mahura feeds it up ice. It's tipped in by Kloos. Peterson comes out of his net. He turns it right over to Steele. He'll center it. A one-timer by Kloos block. Keaton Thompson steps up, shoots and scores. Sam Steele was waiting on the back door. I think he got a stick on it, and it's 4-1 San Diego.
I think Andy's right. Sam Steele, easiest goal on the season, especially in this game. Sam Steele has had puck possession more than any other player on the ice. And if we watch here, as the Ontario Reign give up the puck, Sam Steele is going to go to that net. Keaton Thompson puts it there, backhand. Sam Steele, he's looking all over, giving his stick up, going, easiest one for me tonight. Sam Steele, puck possession, leading for both teams tonight. Nice to see him get on the scorecard. Sam Steele's one of those guys, the more the puck's on the stick, the more confidence he gets.
8 points now in his last 8 games. That's a learning tool for youngsters out there. Keep your stick on the ice.
Hey, it doesn't work well when it's at your side. Keeping it on the ice helps you.
7.5 remaining. The Gulls with a 3-goal lead against the Ontario Reign. Dodson will play it down low to the goal line for Carrick. Carrick tried to center, but it was on the offhand to Barry, and it goes out to center ice. Puck fired back in by Keaton Thompson. Peterson comes out of his net. He'll play it to Clegg. To the near boards, Ace Samant tried to get it out. Intercepted by Ben Thompson, and he runs into Barry. Puck out to center ice. Benoit flips it right back in. Peterson comes out of his net. Oh, Ben Thompson got checked. Real bad check, and Luke Gasnick's going in, as is everybody else in that corner. Gasnick trying to go after the main party. Ace Samant grabs Ben Thompson. Those two break free. I'll tell you what, you got to tip your cap to Ben Thompson for standing up after that one.
Hey, you want to wake a sleeping giant, you go ahead being down 4-1 with 6:51 to go and throw a dirty hit. That's what it is. Growing up as a hockey player, you hit anybody from behind, that's a dirty hit. And that's why the Gulls are a team. Look at Luke Gadzik. He's not done yet. He wants to get his two-piece in there. I'll tell you what, any player in pro hockey to throw that hit, you can tell the Ontario Reign player, he's trying to plead his case. But you know what? He's got 6:51 to go left in this game. We're going to get to see on the replay here. We're going to hope he's going to get back on that ice, because there it is right there. Got a player with his back to you. You grew up in hockey with on the back of your helmet with a big stop sign, because it's the dirtiest play in hockey. 6:51 to go. The Gulls are up 4-1. I think the lead is going to be fine. I want to see the way the Gulls react to this. And Coach Dallas Eakins, he's going to stay quiet on the bench, because you know what he's going to do? He's going to let his team decide what happens.
There's Chaz Redekop that's going to sit in the box. And not only did Luke Gasnick go after Redekop, Jacob Magnum wanted to throw down with him, as did Sam Steele. Steele went in there too. You had all hands on deck for San Diego trying to go after Redekop. But I'll tell you what, the most animated one right now still Luke Gasnick, who's even shouting out the Ontario bench.
He's talking to the bench right now saying, anybody you want to put out there, I'm standing up for this crest in front of me. We all wear it. We've got our names on the back, and there he goes again. Luke Gadzik. He's been a quiet player this year, one of the tougher players in the American Hockey League. But you know what he's doing? He's letting them know, I stand up for this squad. You know what? Just like you said, Andy, I liked it. Steele, Magna, everybody on the ice stands up. That makes a difference. Again, team, together, everybody achieves more. No eye on this San Diego Gulls team.
A 5-minute major to Chaz Redekop. JMG power play will be a long one. It doesn't matter how many times the Gulls score. It'll be 5 full minutes of power play time.
I even like more than this. Look at the Gulls on the ice. They're ready to drop the puck. This Ontario team wants the 6:51 to go by quickly. They want to get off this ice and get this game over with. I'll tell you what, the better team is the San Diego Gulls. The better togetherness team is the San Diego Gulls.
Well, you got McDermott out on the kill.
Well, that says something. If you've got McDermott out on the kill, that's them out there wondering if anything's going to happen. This isn't a bright spot for Ontario. They're going to put McDermott out here for the kill unless he's on the blue line.
He did play some penalty kill minutes earlier on the blue line, and he's doing that again here on this one. The Goals win the face-off. Holzer plays it to Mahura. And here you go. This is the aggressive forecheck. Ontario is going to go all in here on this penalty kill. Sutter strips the puck loose. He'll play it to the slot, but broken up by Sherwood. You've got to be on your toes, and here they come again, hard on Mahura. This time it's Hare, and the puck left for DeLeo. They'll play it to Holzer. They'll gain the center red line and dump it in. Puck rimmed off to the boards. Touched out to center ice. Sutter works it in. Off the right wing boards, but he's poked off the puck. I think right now you just got to get the puck in the offensive zone, work it around the perimeter. Whoa, that was too many men by a mile.
Yeah, the Gulls got caught a little bit there. A little communication going the wrong way. 6:02, they're going to go 4-on-4. Got to remember, they still got a 4 minutes and 11 seconds ago, but it's going to go 4-on-4. The refs are talking about it, but we're going to watch here, too many men. See if you can count the men on the ice.
Well, it was the pass that started all. Holzer was trying to go up while you had a line change that was occurring right in front of the San Diego bench, and that's how it started.
It's not that big a deal. They're going to play 4-on-4, 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go. But again, you want to stay sharp. You want to play sharp for 60 minutes. Still a lot of time left in this hockey game. You also want to play for your goaltender. Glass hadn't played too many games. You want to keep him into this ball game.
He stopped 20 of 20 since allowing that goal. Faceoff will drop to his left. Barry will serve the penalty. Steele, Murphy, Eves, and Dotchin out for the Goals. Mario on the faceoff against Steele. Steele wins it to Murphy. It's played to Dotchin. Dotchin almost put it in his pocket for a second there. He stood at the face-off circle for a good 3 seconds. Steele gets a pass, lost it at center. Mario plays it off the boards to himself, and drops it back to Strand. Strand having trouble with Sam Steele on the forward check. Forced all the way back behind their own net. Minute 30 of the 4-on-4. Luff racing through center, lost the handle on it. It's intercepted. 2-on-1 developing for the Goals. The two rookies, Steele and Sherwood. Steele hits the third man in. Dotchin with a drive denied. Somehow Peterson sprawls off to the post to make the stop. Going from his right to his left and keeps it a 4-1 game. Jace DeLeo plays it to Holzer back in his own zone as the Goals maintain possession after that brush up ice. That's huge. DeLeo back in. They'll leave it in the right wing corner. Sherwood drops it back to the point for Holzer. Out of Mahura. They'll go across to the near point for Holzer once more. Down low to DeLeo, a redirect, missing well wide of the net. 40 left to 4-on-4. Puck taken by Roy behind his own net. And the Goals will finish up a line change. Carried in off the far boards by Maye. He tried to cross ice feed to Rimple, but well out of his reach, and the Goals will charge up with a 4-on-3 back the other way. Kluse to Cracknell. Couldn't get around a poke check to Clegg. 17 left to 4-on-4. Kluse to the wing. Mahura all sorts of space with a shot stopped by Peterson. Loose puck gets collected by the Reign. And forced up against the boards was Roy. Kluse and Cracknell dig it loose. The blue line for Murphy. Now to Cracknell. Back to a power play for San Diego for another 2:05. Garrick breaks it back into the zone. He'll take it on the right wing wall. All the way down low to the corner and stop. They'll feed it back to Dotchin, now to Murphy. Return to Dotchin. Dotchin holding on to it. He'll send it back to Murphy. He's got a big slap shot. Look out for it. Murphy trades it right back to Dotchin. Now they'll move it north. Worked all the way back to Dotchin, though, again at the blue line. Dotchin will take it to the left wing, send it to Murphy. He'll let a shot go, but wide of the net. It got deflected by the bodies in front. Cracknell digs it loose for Kluse. Kluse drops it all the way back to the line for Murphy. To the wing. Dotchin a one-timer block. Murphy bats the puck out of midair. Prevents the clear. 1:18 left of the power play. Ontario Killers are sucking wind. Murphy with a one-timer, and Peterson makes the save.
Well, between Dotchin and Murphy, they take a lot of big saves and shots, but watch this. This is where the save is made. Dotchin scored 2 goals in the last 2 games. He's going to look at that and think, why don't I have 3? Dotchin, who has scored, just gets robbed there by Peterson, who gets that big pad up. Again, it's Steele looking off to one. Everybody on Ontario wanting that pass. He comes and puts it back on the soft side. Again, Steele making it look easy.
Face-off won by the Reign. Puck sent down the ice. Peterson's made some good saves tonight. And you can't discredit his workload. 45 total shots for the Gulls. Eaves in, makes it 46, and a save made by Peterson. That one almost snuck under his glove. Tonight's broadcast is property of the San Diego Gulls Hockey Club, and he rebroadcasted tonight's game either whole or in part without the express written consent of the San Diego Gulls, and the American Hockey League is strictly prohibited. 55 left of the power play. 4-1 San Diego with the lead with 2:46 remaining of regulation. Face-off win for Sutter. McDermott will clear it. Well, the good news right now is the emotions have calmed down. We're playing hockey after that 5-minute boarding call on Chaz Redekop. And that's still continuing for another 38. Mahura across the line. Forced to the boards. A clear is held in by Holzer. He'll go to the circle for Steele. Right back to Holzer at the right point. They'll trade places with Mahura. Holzer, wrist shot blocked in front. Puck is kept in. Eaves to Steele. Tried to go in front on the back door to Sherwood, but missed on the pass. Eaves again. He'll go cross ice to Steele. He'll collect it off the board. Send it to Holzer, now to Mahura. Mahura to Steele. Try to slap past the Eaves, but missed on the pass. Eaves will pull it off the boards with 2 left in the power play. Get it to Sherwood. Back to Mahura, back to even strength. 5-on-5 we go for 1:44. Puck taken to the corner by Eaves. Eaves tried a shot that misses wide of the net. McDermott pulls it off the wall, and he'll clear it out to center ice. Benoit backpedals. He'll play it up to Street, who backhands it in. 1:27 remaining. Ben Thompson having a conversation with Redekop, who's standing on the Reign bench right now as the puck gets shot, missing wide of glass, and out to center it goes.
Well, what Ben Thompson's doing, he's letting them know, you're going to fight me now, or we got 5 games to go. We got a little fisticuffs going. Let's see what happens from here.
Benoit with a big check, and that'll draw some more attention. It was a high check. A penalty will get assessed, and Luke Gassick's on the ice. He's got Lintunuemi. Everybody's got a partner, and no real fight. Ben Thompson trying to get a fight with Strand, but it won't work.
Yeah, you want everybody to keep their gloves on. Ben Thompson's looking over to the Ontario Reign bench, because what Ben Thompson's doing, he is a leader on the team, and he's one of those leaders that says, I'm not going to allow that hit to go by the wayside. I'm going to wait for you, but they're going to get Ben Thompson, get him off the ice. Let's see what they do with Luke Gassick.
Benoit will go to the box. And they're not even going to send him the box. They opened it up, but they're going to send him across and to the tunnel.
Well, they're fine with it, but what Benoit does is he does a clean body check, and that's what Benoit has done all year. Simon Benoit has been the most consistent defenseman, taking the body all year for the San Diego Gulls. Stands up for himself, and there comes the troops. Simon Benoit is not going to back down from anybody. A good Canadian, French-Canadian player from the Quebec Major Junior League, stand up for the Gulls all year. He and Mahura have been the defensemen for the Gulls this year, rookie defensemen who have been a bright spot for this organization.
Well, Asamont was the one that got checked, and he didn't help his case because he tried to duck under. He saw what was coming, and that's what made it look even worse, is because he pulled his head lower. So I don't even know what the call is. I would assume it's an elbowing call, but Benoit started with the shoulder and then it ended at his elbow.
And you're right. Let's see what they call, but what I'm going to look for on the call, if it's 4-on-4, 5-on-5, or if the Gulls are going to be killing, it's probably better for the officials to have somebody on the power play, because if they don't, This game can get out of hand. If they have it 4-on-4 or 5-on-5, watch for the Ontario Reign team put McDermott on the ice. If they put him on the ice, this is like lighting a candle, starting a spark. We'll see what happens.
Well, I do believe that there is an ejection at this point in the game. If you start a fight right now, or not an ejection, but an ejection, and you'll get suspended for the next game.
Well, you got to remember, there's a lot of time left in this season. You can't let any piece go by. You don't have to fight. Luke Gadzik's still on the ice, and again, he's probably one of the tougher players in this American Hockey League. He doesn't fight that much. He hasn't had to. He's one of those guys, when he's on the ice, the other team takes a look. And Luke Gadzik's out there, and you look at him. He can cut down a tree, or he can cut you down.
He can sub in for the Brawny Man anytime and sell some paper towels. Throw a flannel shirt on him, and you're good to go.
Well, the Gulls have really dominated this game since getting scored against early on in this first period. Totally outshot shooting Ontario, 46-21. Glass has played really well. A good bounce back game for the Gulls after their 14-game streak. Coming on the road again, up 4-1. I see McDermott out on the ice. The refs are over at the timekeeper's table still talking about it. You got to remember, 1:07 left in this game. A lot of time to let a lot of things happen.
Well, in terms of shots on goal for San Diego during period by period, 14, 16, 16, a total of 46. Shots allowed, 12, 7. Here's the kicker, 2 so far in this period. And if you recall, they had back-to-back road games where they allowed 2 shots on goal in the third period when they had a lead, and here they're doing it again tonight.
Yeah, that's the way you want to go. On the road, if you're only giving up less than 10 shots, I'm not talking 2 or 3, less than 10 in the third period, you're doing your job. But when you're doing less than 5, you're doing a great job. The Gulls are warriors on the road.
We'll have a face-off that'll drop outside the San Diego zone. A long standstill right now, and it looks like we're playing even. 5-on-5, the referee signals to the benches. So you'll have Gazdic, Cracknell, Carrick, Magna, and Dotchin out. I wouldn't want to mess with any one of those 5 players.
Well, again, 1:07 to go in this game. The Gulls have got the game well in hand. Let's see what type of game Ontario wants to finish with.
107 until the Gulls could have a 10-game road point streak, having 7 wins during that time span. Gazdic and McDermott are lined up together.
A lot of talking going on.
McDermott, of course, coming in, leading the AHL in penalty minutes, 124. Nobody else is in triple digits yet.
What do you think they're talking about?
Well, we could find out here in a moment.
We're going to find out in a hurry.
Puck is dropped, and we'll keep on going with play. Magna feeds it up through center ice. It's tipped into the offensive zone. Adam Cracknell erased off the play by Sutter. It goes to Hare. They'll trade it to the boards for McDermott. McDermott saucers it down the ice, trying to get it to Hare. It misses him with 45 seconds left. Dodgen will play behind the net for Magna. Magna lobs it out to center ice. McDermott was coming in hot on him. But Magna pulled up and sent it away. 33 seconds left. Hare gets a pass on the left wing. He'll work it in. Slap shot patted away by Glass. Holzer plays it between his legs for Carrick. He'll skate it safely to center and dump it in. Wise play there by the vet. Puck's behind the net. Gazdic picks it up. Try to centering pass. Blocked away. Blake will send it along to McDermott. Now up to Sutter. Sutter to the red line. He'll dump it in. 6 seconds left after losing on Saturday by a score of 6-2. The Gulls come back and defeat the Ontario Reign by a score of 4-1 with hundreds of fans here at the Citizens Business Bank Arena.
Well, this is the type of game after a 14-game streak like the Gulls had, is the way you want to come back on the road against their arch nemesis, Ontario Reign.
I'll tell you what, we just talked about it a moment ago, but Jeff Glass sturdy in net. It's not easy to sit on the bench for 9 consecutive games and get thrown back in the mix. He's been practicing hard with this hockey club. He's been able to come up big several times tonight.
And you got to tip your hat to him. That first shot going in against them, he stopped everyone after that. Got to like Kevin Boyle coming out there, giving him the big hug. The goaltending is solidified for the Gulls.
Well, the goals tonight, Dotchin, Cracknell, DeLeo, and Steele. And in terms of multi-point efforts here for San Diego, when you look across the score sheet, you don't see one. That means even contribution all throughout your lineup, and that has been the recipe for success during that 15-game point streak, and right now during this 10-game road point streak.
Yeah, it's a way to start it again, and after you have a loss against you, you go on the road and you outshoot a team 46-21. That's kind of unheard of. Outshooting them 2-1 on their home turf with a big crowd. The Gulls came out, and what the Gulls did to Ontario, they showed their proof. Much more talented hockey team and club against this Ontario team.
Well, the big thing that we could talk about is the ability to keep Ontario plugged away from putting shots on in the third period when they desperately needed it. Only 2 allowed in period number 3 and 9 in the last 40 minutes of the hockey game. That paved the way for San Diego to get this 4-1 win here, and they now take the lead in the season series. They have 4 victories against the Ontario Reign in 7 total games played. 59 seconds into the third period, Chase DeLeo scored his 9th of the year. He's downstairs with AJ Mandariccio.
Andy, thank you very much. Chase, that goal early in the third period, what did it do to give you guys the ability to take the life out of the Ontario Reign?
I think we needed it as a group. I thought all game, their goalie played a hell of a game, obviously. A couple 2-pad stack saves that were pretty incredible. So it was nice to definitely get that one in and get on the board. And I thought Glasser, for us, had a good game. He hasn't played in a while, and he came in and played a really good game for us as well.
Rarely have you guys had the same lineup for the last 17 games, but you win 16 of them. What does that say about this team's depth?
I think just embracing the adversity. I think we preached that from day one, that it's not going to be easy. This league isn't easy, obviously. There's guys coming in and out, injuries, guys getting called up. So I think you just got to adapt, and we're doing a good job right now.
Congrats on the goal and the win.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Andy, back to you.
Thanks a lot, AJ. Here is Chase's goal, his 9th of the year. That was the 3rd one for San Diego in this 4-1 win against the Ontario Reign. Gulls hockey is presented by California Coast Credit Union, San Diego's oldest financial institution with over 25 branch locations, a shared branch network of 60 area locations, and 30,000 free ATMs nationwide.
Here's you're building friendships. The Gulls defeat the Ontario Reign by a final of 4-1. 4 different goals got on the board for the team tonight, and our moment of the game comes from Adam Cracknell. He scored a goal in his 6th straight game, and that is a Gulls franchise record. And here's the goal coming up as Cracknell went in one-on-one against the goaltender and really put a good shot on net. That made it 2-1. That gave the Gulls the lead. Turned out to be the game-winning goal for the Gulls as they beat the Reign 4-1. Troy Hirsch alongside Andy Zilch and BJ McPherson, the gentleman who called the game. And Andy, let's start with you. They've got a point now in 10 straight road games. That is an impressive streak, the longest streak in the American Hockey League.
It's very impressive, and especially when they started the season with just 2 wins and 8 road games. That was actually a sore spot for this hockey club. They're able to come into opposing teams' buildings, they're able to take some authority, and they're able to run away with it over the past few.
And when we talk about goaltending tonight, Jeff Glass, you talked about at the end of the broadcast there, hadn't played in a long time, but after giving up that one goal, Glass was a brick wall in the net.
Well, Glass was, and when you give up that goal, you really worry. Is he going to just break down and have more goals come against him? Team really rallied against him, and Glass made some big saves before the Gulls got back on the board there. But as a team, they stuck together. Glass sticking together. What I like the best about it, Kevin Boyle after the game, first one out there, giving Glass a big hug.
Yeah, Boyle's played well in net as well, and credit to the defense for the Gulls because they didn't allow very many shots at all, only 21. Let's take a look at the goals for the Gulls in this game. They started off down 1-0, and then they came back and evened the game on a Jake Dotchin goal 8 minutes and 39 seconds into the first period, midway through that first period. Then we just showed you Cracknell's goal, but it's worth looking at again, Andy.
Yeah, straight out of the penalty box after a penalty. and he's a pure goal scorer. 27 last year in just over 40 games with Laval. He's certainly showing it here in San Diego.
Got his 10th there with the goals. Into the third period, Chase DeLeo. He grew up just up the road here in La Mirada. He said this is more of a home game than goals games because his family can come see him on the short drive. And then Sam Steele capped it off with that 4th goal for the Gulls as they win by a score of 4-1. 46-22 shots on goal. BJ, that's almost unheard of in a hockey game.
Well, it is, especially on the road. But the big thing was last home game for the Gulls, they couldn't really, buy a shot on goal. They had 3 in the first period. I bet you that was a big thing Coach Dallas Eakins and the coaching staff talked about. Tonight they came out and they made the difference.
You talked about them being warriors on the road, and they continue a road swing. They go to Texas after this for a pair of games. When we come back, we'll have more post-game interviews after the Gulls beat the Ontario Reign by a final of 4-1 at Citizens Business Bank Arena. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Jeff Glass gets the win as the Gulls defeat the Reign by a score of 4-1. A big-time game for him in the net. He deserves a round of applause, and he's with AJ Mandariccio. AJ?
Thank you, Troy. Jeff, you let in the first one. No goalie wants to do that. How were you able to rebound there and shut out the Ontario Reign from there?
I think as a team we just shut it down. As the game went on, we got better and better and kind of settled into a groove and played the way we can play. And it was pretty impressive once we do what we do. And credit to the guys tonight.
What were they doing in front of you, especially after that first period, to limit some of those high-quality scoring chances?
I think we just kept the pressure on them in the offensive zone. They didn't really have any odd man rushes after that first period, and we kept the pressure on them, and they had a tough time breaking out, which meant we didn't spend much time in our D zone. And as a goalie, you love to see that. So it was awesome. It was a fun game to play, especially in front of all those fans that drove down here to watch us, and real happy with the win.
You mentioned that. How amazing is it to get that kind of support in a road building and see all your fans in the stands?
Yeah, like we were just talking about, there was 12,000 people at the last home game, and now there's a whole section full of them here tonight. This game, it's pretty awesome to see. You realize real quick coming to a new team here that these fans are pretty special, and they love their hockey, which is awesome.
Congrats on the win, Jeff.
Appreciate it.
Troy, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, AJ. If we could, let's take that shot back down on the ice, because all the Gulls fans who came up here are down on the ice right now, and it's quite a scene down here. This is a road game for the Gulls, and here are all these fans, BJ. That's, as a former player, that's got to warm your heart.
Well, at home, the Gulls feel great, but when you come up here to Ontario and you've got this same kind of, support, this is San Diego Gulls hockey. This is what they do. The crowd's great. You come on the road, you don't feel like you're on the road.
No, not at all. And Andy, we heard Jeff Glass talk about the defense played in front of him, but really he faced some tough shots there right out of the gate in the first period, and he stoned a couple of them. This could have been a 3-goal lead for Ontario right away.
Well, that's exactly why San Diego went out and got Jeff Glass, a 14th-year pro. He's a guy that knows how to rebound. He's a guy who's not going to let it get in his head. Now, if you have a young netminder, maybe somebody who's a rookie, a 2-year pro, maybe that might be something that they're going to try to have some trouble with during the course of that hockey game. No stranger for Jeff Glass. He's able to turn the page, get past it right away.
And after sitting on the bench for a long time, he came out and played lights out. Andy Zilch, BJ McPherson, thanks so much for calling the game. We really enjoyed it. AJ Mandariccio is now with Sam Carrick. AJ?
Thank you, Troy. Sam, you come back down to this team, help them to a 4-1 win here in Ontario. What was the key to overcoming that slow start and getting past this Ontario team?
Yeah, they came out pretty hot, but I think Glasser just stood on his head for us, especially early there when they were pressing, and I think we had that one power play where they had more chances than we did, and Glasser stood on his head for us, so that was huge. And as the game went on, we just kind of proved that we're in better shape, and we just kept on pressing, and I think we wore them down a bit, and yeah.
You talk about that performance by Jeff Glass. How much more impressive is it when you realize he hasn't played in a game for 9 of the last games?
It's crazy, yeah. It just goes to show you, what kind of guy he is. He's extremely hard worker in practice, and I think that's what kind of keeps him in game shape for sure. He's battling every drill, even second chances. He's trying his hardest to not let you score, and it showed tonight. He was I don't know how long it's been since he's played, but it feels like a while, and he looked like he didn't miss a beat out there.
Well, Sam, congrats on the win.
All right, thank you.
Troy, back to you.
All right, AJ, Gulls happy to have Sam Carrick back on the ice after his brief stay with the Ducks. These Gulls fans celebrating a victory as the Gulls beat Ontario 4-1. We'll be back with some final thoughts in just a moment. More than than 100 Gulls fans made the trek up north to watch their team beat the Ontario Reign by a final of 4-1 as the Gulls get a standings point now in 10 straight road games. That's the longest streak in the American Hockey League. I'm Troy Hirsch. Let's send it down to AJ Mandariccio, who's with head coach Dallas Eakins. AJ?
Thank you, Troy. Dallas, your team's able to win 16 of the last 17. The lineup changes night after night, it seems. What's been the most impressive thing about this streak to you?
Our mindset, that's for sure. It's the one thing that really stands out. Like you mentioned, there's been guys in and out of the lineup, guys up and down, and we've just taken that approach that it doesn't matter to us who's in or who's out. We have a standard that we want to uphold here, and we've got high character guys that are able to do that.
You talk about that mindset. Did it help for those guys to have that, especially after giving up that early goal here today?
Yeah, and it's one of those things that, like, I thought we came out really strong, and we were just a little too aggressive there and gave up a 2-on-1. It ends up in our net, but it's amazing to feel the bench there. And it's we're early in the season where we were trying to establish this mindset. We would tense up and have our heads down, and now they just shrug it off and almost grin, like, all right, this will be a little bit bigger challenge tonight, and it'll be fun to overcome it.
What did you see out of Jeff Glass, especially after that first goal that helped him have the performance that he did tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, he was excellent. He made saves when we needed them, and you know what? Glasser's been an unbelievable teammate. You know, Kevin was on such a run with the streak that we were on. We decided to keep going back with Kevin, and Glasser was there the whole way, cheering him on and just being an excellent human being about it. So for him to come in and play like he did here today is not only rewarding. I'm extremely proud of him, and it's great to see him get the win.
As a visiting coach, you don't usually get the support in the stands, but it was pretty loud at the end of the game for your team. What does it mean to watch your fans travel up here and make it almost a home game for you on this ice?
Well, I'll tell you what, they were drowning out the other side, and it almost started to feel like we were playing at home. And I always say this about our fans: they're like an extra skater out there to us. And again, our players on their own after the game to go over and salute them and thank them. Not only am I proud of our fan support, but I'm very proud of our men to go over and recognize them.
10 straight games on the road with a point. We know you had some trouble early in the season on the road. What's changed here in this last 10 games?
Well, I'll tell you, it seems everything's contagious, I think, and it's interesting. You just tell me that stat, I have no idea, and I bet you our players don't either. We just take it by day. How can we get better today? How can we win just today, whether it's a practice day or a game day? And I think with that mindset, you don't worry much about streaks. You just worry about succeeding.
Thank you, Dallas, and congrats on the win.
All right, thank you.
Troy, back to you.
All right, AJ, the Gulls have succeeded on this road trip, a long road trip. It seemed like in the month of January. They haven't played many home games, and the road trip will continue. They'll play 2 more games as they head to Texas. They will play at San Antonio and at Texas Friday and Saturday. Then they come home to play 3 straight home games against the Reign, the Iowa Wild, which is a game you can see right here on Fox 5 on February 2nd, and then the 6th against the Reign. And then they'll come back up here to Ontario to take on the Reign again. But they have made this place their home, at least in the last couple of games, as they have won or have got a standings point, rather, in 4 straight games in this building. The Gulls defeat the Reign by a final of 4-1 tonight. For A&D Zilch and BJ McPherson, AJ Mandariccio, and our entire broadcast crew, we want to say thank you so much for watching tonight as the Gulls take down the Ontario Reign by a final of 4-1. Remember, February 2nd, our next Gulls broadcast. That will be back at Pechanga Arena. I'm Troy Hirsch. Thanks so much for watching. Fox 5 News at 6 starts in just a moment. Stay with us.